new idea from a guy that's
Hello.
Hi, Alex.
known for
We were
making
talking about some
not the
depressing news
re-remake,
about
the
Greg
original.
McCracken.
Radio
Ooh,
voice is
what happened?
here.
What happened now?
So basically, he was asked why he returned to the Powerpuff Girls and
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And, yeah, 16 original ideas, man.
And they didn't want to use a single one.
Fucking Netflix.
Yeah, now they have no place to say no. Like Hulu's making bank, as far as I'm concerned, more than Netflix.
Because going to an original idea is risky, but at the same time, you have to make risks in order to survive in the business.
Right, and what's stopping them in the first place? You know, you're losing more subscribers. It's happening already. They have nothing to lose at this point.
The weird thing is that at their third quarter, they recovered. Like, they got a ton of new users, a lot of more money. Like, they basically turned it around from the beginning of the year, which is, again, surprising.
They could be losing... They could lose $1 billion right now and still make back, what, a few million at the end of the year? Okay, but you still lost $1 billion. It doesn't matter how many millions you make, you still lost $1 billion. Netflix is pretty much on that road right now. They lost millions. They could make back a few more million, but you still lost millions. So that's still a big number.
Yeah, it's like how Disney Plus lost over $1 billion and are now raising the prices to fix that.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what McCracken made. He was in the Powerpuff Girls, duh. Puka, Foster Home for Imaginary Friends, that Dexter movie where he went throughout time and got his alternate timeline selves.
Oh, Ego Trip.
Yeah, that one. Wander Over Yonder.
He made Yonder Over
and
Yonder.
Kid Cosmic.
Wander Over Yonder.
It looks like he was also involved with Powerpuff Girls Z,
which is an anime adaptation of
Powerpuff Girls. It looks fine. I might see that one day.
It's worth watching at least once, just to see the weirdness of it.
I really don't see why anybody would say no to this guy. Powerpuff Girls made a lot of merch. Powerpuff Girls made bank from their own movie. They had their own movie.
But the thing is,
you can't say the same thing about.
To be fair, the movie bombed.
Sure, but people are buying it and are buying the DVDs and Blu-rays for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if they okay, yeah, they bombed. But they're...
Guess what else bombed? Transformers the movie.
The Transformers
the
movie. Alex, you got to remember the
reason why that Transformers are still making bangers because of everything else.
Well, yeah, but Transformers the movie is also like one of the most successful VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray releases of all time for a reason.
Oh, you're talking about the Transformers the movie.
It's the Transformers the movie.
Yeah, the Transformers the movie. You just say Transformers the movie, so I was like, oh, okay, yeah, well,
there is literally only one movie that has those letters, those words rather, in that combination.
The Transformers the movie.
The Transformers the movie.
Something watching over
Have you started streaming yet?
Yeah, he's started streaming.
And there's nothing you
stream yet? You started?
Alex! Strike them, be no place to run.
Alex!
What?
Have you started streaming?
Yeah, he's been streaming.
Okay, good. I'm gonna go to the next topic.
Transformers!
So, Uncharted 4 and its spin-off recently got its PC ports, and it has the lowest player count of any Sony game at launch.
Hey, Peter Pan, do you think that's a good thing? No!
I'm surprised no one's had comment on this, but to show the numbers, it
Why
had a
wouldn't they have
multiplayer
just ported
count
one of the good Uncharted
10,800
games
players
instead?
Yeah.
after its first. After
Wait,
its
so
first
they didn't
weekend of
port
release.
1 or 2? They didn't port 1, 2, or
No,
3.
they didn't even
only
port
4.
3. They only ported 4, and it's awful spin-off.
Why would you only port 4 and the spin-off? They do know they have 3 other games.
Because
It's
the others
so-
were
it's
PS3
so ass
games,
backward.
and they want to forget that the PS3 exists.
It's like,
The
dude,
weird thing is that they remade the first 3 games for PS4. They rebuilt them from the ground up, but no, they didn't port those for some reason.
I know, I'm being sarcastic. I have no idea why they do that. It's so fucking dumb. You know what they could have done? They could have put them all out in a
Atlas is
giant
slowly adding
compilation
more
pack.
from their. Atlas is slowly adding their games to Steam and Nintendo Switch from their back catalog. I mean, sure,
Oh, yeah,
Persona
speaking
5
of which,
is
I have to talk about something really fucking stupid.
what?
What?
So, did you know that if you have a Unicode character in your Windows username, Persona 5 does not function on PC?
What?
Yeah. Same way with
Wait,
Sonic
what
Origins
name?
Collection.
That's
So
weird.
if you,
What name?
Stupid.
so if you have a Unicode character in your Windows username, like when you set up your computer, if you use a Unicode character in your username, like an emoji or something like that, certain games just won't work because they are trying to access for some reason they haven't figured out how to parse the Unicode data in the when accessing the app data folder. So you have to
I have
go
defeated
like
Heracles.
C drive users username public app data or something like that. And I can't remember the exact path off the top of my head, but the point is that excuse me. So Persona 5 has had a problem for several months now that had to have been something that they could have caught during development. Had to have been something they could have caught during development, rather. And, well, that issue prevents the game from running. If you have a Windows username that has a Unicode character in it. Unicode has been around for literally decades. Sega should have figured out how to parse this shit by now, but they didn't. Why?
Somehow.
I don't know. How? I don't know. Why they didn't create, like, some kind of escape hatch for the program, so that maybe if you're having a problem putting it in the app data folder, maybe put it in a different fucking folder for the app data and the settings and stuff. Maybe you could, I don't know, put it in the game data folder. Or somewhere else.
Glitch, don't you think?
Yeah, it's a giant glitch, and it has led to several, like I said, several Sega and Atlas games flat out not working. Are you playing 2 games at once? No. I am playing one game, Kevin is playing another.
Yep. I am playing Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yes. But, yeah,
Alright,
that's really fucking
Alright,
stupid
so,
anyways.
yeah, so next topic, you would know about this, Alex. Vic Mignogna speaking out. I'll let you talk about the topic.
So, Vic has been hitting back pretty hard. Vic appeared on Flashcast recently, and remember Mars Girl's elevator story?
Yep.
Yeah.
Remind me again.
I don't remember the exact details of it, but basically, like, Mars Girl said Vic Mignogna, like, I think she said he grabbed her hair in an elevator.
No, she witnessed him forcibly making out with somebody in an elevator.
Okay. For some reason, I thought it was something different. But, you know, these stories get really stupid the longer they go on, in my memory.
To be fair, they keep changing the story.
Yeah, they keep changing the stories, and the stories have never been particularly sensible to begin with. So, oh yeah, she alleged that she saw Vic forcibly making out with somebody in an elevator, and Vic came out on Flashcast and said that that was bullshit. And I don't think he's ever previously addressed Mars Girl directly. And considering she's the one who kicked off all this shit, like him hitting back at her specifically, oh god, it's glorious to see.
Did he?
Yeah, like on,
Oh, wow.
on Flashcast, yes. Like, go check out the last episode of Flashcast with Vic on it if you want. But I think it was on Yellow. Yeah, it should have been on Yellow Flash 2. And you know, the fact that these people are still trying to ruin his fucking life after all of this, and bitching about him like hitting back occasionally. It tells you what, you know, they wanted to get in the ring, but they didn't want to get hit, you know?
Yep.
I'm gonna post the Vic thing in the broadcast chat because it is on Rumble.
Yeah.
They're going
that's-
in-
So yeah.
That was awesome to see, by the way. Go check
Yes,
that out.
it was.
All right, next topic. The McRib is coming back on October 31st, but it's the quote-unquote farewell tour. Also, that's
Allegedly,
bullshit.
the
We know
McRib
it's
has
back
already-
after.
Allegedly, the McRib has already returned in some form, but I don't know about the veracity of those claims, and you know, I'm glad that they're retiring the McRib. I want it to go away.
They aren't. They
What
aren't.
is-
It's
I
a
want them to
McRib?
take the McRib out back and shoot it twice in the back of the head. And
What is
Come up
the
with a-
McRib?
The
come up
McRib
with
is
a new
exactly what you
gimmick.
think it is. It's a sandwich of rib meat, and
Yeah,
you
shitty-
have your choice of just having it as a ribwich with BBQ sauce or a ribwich with pickles and onions. That's the thing with all rib sandwiches. I don't know why, but apparently the ribwich is a popular thing at McDonald's to the point where people keep asking to bring it back as a permanent item.
yeah,
I
also
think,
the
I
McRib
think
is
it
a
started as a
is a-
special Flintstones movie item that they were selling.
shitty. It's also a shitty pressed meat, so you know.
I've had it
I mean, yeah. From what I can tell, they're bringing it back again this year because they were able to buy it super cheap. The meat
Yeah, they're only bringing it
before
back
went
for a
up in
limited
price, and
time.
they're like, hey, let's take advantage of the cheap prices before they go up and sell them again and advertise it as this quote-unquote farewell tour like we did before in the past.
You know, even though I do like the Sleeping Lion design a bit more, I'm going to, for strength purposes, I'm going to have Oblivion equipped.
But yeah, we go to the next topic.
I'm not even in the
Uh,
Lion King world.
All right, I'm gonna go to the next topic. We're going back to Bayonetta.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
so
things
I was absent last week when this story
Yeah.
first broke.
I'll recap it fully before I start the timer. So it started with Helen Taylor, the original voice of Bayonetta, coming out and saying that she was replaced because she didn't accept the $4,000 offer that Platinum Games and Nintendo had given her, and effectively recast her out of the role. Right after, a report came out from Jason, the same guy who defended Blizzard, that she was asking
say
for
his
that-
full
that-
name. I
that-
can't say his full name.
I don't know his full name.
Jason. Jason. Some guy. He used to be.
S-P-H-R-E-I-E-R.
Say it again.
Hang on. S-C-H-R-E-I-E-R.
Just say it phonetically. I
I
can't.
don't know how to say it. I'm looking at
Sound it out! You
I don't
fought
know. I
it!
don't know.
Sorry, I
I'm
couldn't resist.
just gonna call him Jason Voorhees.
Okay,
Jason
some.
Voorhees.
Okay, he's
Some-
a. I don't remember his last name, but what I was trying to say is that he is who he is. So take everything he says with a several pound block of salt, because
Yeah.
he is one of those
Special
Corporate wars.
individuals.
she'll. Okay. Now I have to look in the fucking chat now to see who this guy is, so that I. Jason.
What the fuck? Okay, so basically, Jason
Yeah,
really
keep going.
supports saying that the full story was that Nintendo wanted to pay her $10,000 plus a $5,000 bonus, but she wanted more than that. Around, to quote him again, take it with a grain of salt, 6 figures. And Nintendo basically, they basically went silent on her. They never gave her any kind of reply, and then they came back with $4,000, which I presume was given without any kind of warning. And a few days later, Taylor came out, and she did confirm one thing from the report. She did confirm that they initially did offer her the 10K, but she refused and tried sending them a letter, but they ghosted her after the letter basically said that they value her at like around, because she sent a letter to the creator of Bayonetta and asking how much he thinks she's worth, and it was like 10K. And so she did confirm that they did
Schreier.
initially
Jason Schreier. Okay, yeah. So this is Jason Schreier. Take everything he says with a grain of salt.
I already said that, but yeah, so basically she did leave out a key detail, and that is pretty fucking scummy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, 10K is far too low, especially for someone who very much influenced Bayonetta as a whole.
Yeah,
I really don't understand.
Okay, first off, for a
why
multi-million
paid their voice
dollar...
actors a full-time paycheck like Hollywood does. Like, I get it, they're supposed, like, I get why Hollywood pays them the way they do, because they're not just lending their voice, they're lending their bodies, they're relying on them to act a certain way as a certain character in a certain timeline, yada yada yada. But
voice
voice
sometimes wind up
actors
doing the mocap too.
Yeah, but and you can argue that their voice takes it. They put more work into their voice just as much as a person does their own body in Hollywood, because they need to have vocal range, because they can't just rely. They sometimes just can't rely on being known as that one character. You know, like, yeah, unless your name is Charles Martinet, Ed Boon, or Troy Baker, you can't really be known. No. Unless your names are Ed Boon for being Scorpion. Oh man, what was the other one I just said?
Nolan North.
Oh, actually, yeah, I was gonna say Nolan North. Unless you're Ed Boon, Nolan North, Troy Baker, or
Frank Welker,
Charles Martinet, you can't really make bank being known as that one character. There's a reason why they are constantly taking voice roles. I mean, just one role isn't going to make you money. They have to keep taking constant paychecks from being in so many video games, and even then that's not enough. That's why they go to a lot of conventions. Well, sure, a lot of movie stars and TV show stars go to conventions too, but not as much as voice actors. I think that's why right now, instead of it being a duty, they have to nowadays have to be paid something at least something as much as a Hollywood star. Maybe not the exact same amount or even more, but at least somewhere near there. Because video game companies make more than the movie industry.
Yeah,
right now. They make more than the movie industry, the TV industry.
I do want to say
they even has made hundreds of millions off of like the games, the merch, the movie. Yeah, all that, you know.
Yeah, I do want to say
And
because
what
people arguing
do the voice actors
against
get out of
saying,
that?
hang on.
Nothing. No royalties at all. They get a flat fee, and that's it.
She got, and this shocked me the most. She said she got only $3,000 for the first game. You
I think it
know,
was
the one where she
3,000
created
pounds.
the character and did most of the dialogue herself.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
context,
that's
for those
one
that
of
don't know, she ad-libbed most of her lines, if not all of them, because she was requested by the director to do so. Keep in mind, there was no Japanese dub. It was just the English dub. And
Yep.
she is partially, or at least for the most part, responsible for who Bayonetta is as a character. Without
Yeah,
Helen
it's-
Taylor, the Bayonetta would never exist.
Yeah, it's like MCU Tony Stark to Robert Downey Jr. where the actor lends so much personality to the character that it's like trying to replace them as that character is not going to work. But
Charles
now
as
that-
Mario's a good example.
Yeah. Well, now let's get off of the topic of that, and let's start talking about like
No, because
what the
I don't
fuck
feel like
is going on with like how they're discussing this, because it's like Helena Taylor, she was either like purposefully misinforming the public or just
Yeah.
like completely fucking forgot about some of the other stuff.
it might be.
My question
if
is,
I
okay, so they
two-
let me
I
say
have
this
two theories.
before I keep going. Why did they offer her less after the initial offer? Because
I have a
it was
theory. I think I know why. I know why. Because from what I can tell, they had already recast her by that point, so they wanted to do a cameo with her
Huh.
in it. But you know, and they probably didn't even fucking tell her that. They probably just came to, oh hey, here's $4,000. That's way less than what we initially offered to, and she's probably like, no. That's probably what happened. Let's be honest. That's probably
Yeah.
exactly what happened. They probably came to her about any contact with an even lower pay count, and she's like, "Fuck that," which is probably what the confusion started.
I mean,
with.
I like at that point, like I don't fucking blame her for going on the warpath there, or like I, on the one hand, like for 10 to 15 grand for the whole thing, you know, like I'd take that in a heartbeat. But at the same time, like, why? Sorry, this is $100-something million video game franchise. Why couldn't you
Yeah.
pony up at least some fucking royalties?
I do want to bring up that some people have called bullshit on that. Like, oh no, but the series in total has only sold like 3 million or so. And it's like,
No,
first off,
that's
what's
not how that
60
works.
times 3 million? What's 60 times 3 million? You do the fucking math. Secondly, there's also all the merchandise, there's all the crossovers, there's the fucking Smash DLC, which for sure made a shit ton of money
Yep.
for Bayonetta. There's all this, again, like the merch sells itself because people recognize Bayonetta. Yes, is the series niche? Yes, it is niche to some extent, but people still recognize it. People still, like, when
Devil
they
May
see
Cry
Bayonetta,
is
they know it's
technically
Bayonetta.
niche.
I only say it's
Also, I will
niche
say
because
that Bayonetta selling 3 million copies over 2 games, that means that it sold more than the last Tomb Raider game.
That hurts. I will say, like, the sales aren't too impressive. The series has never really sold insanely well, but has that recognizability, if that makes sense. It's very well recognized.
They've made 2 games. Well, they've made 3 games technically, but they've made 2 games. They made Bayonetta 1 and 2, and then there's like the 8-bit Bayonetta spin-off game, and like they've sold over 1 million copies per game.
Yeah.
So, that makes it a gigantic success story. You know, especially for an original IP that started off in an era when like there were a lot of remakes, reboots, and ports getting popular, you know?
Honestly, it's even more impressive considering that the series has died back on PS3. Nintendo came along and was like, hey, we'll give you a sequel.
Yeah.
That technically bombed on Wii. It was like, hey, we'll give you another sequel because we like what you're doing. Keep up the good work. Releases on Switch, does super well on that, and justifies the sequel even more so.
But
And,
here's
well,
what I'm.
you know, yeah.
Here's what I don't get. There's a lot of voices just as recognizable as Bayonetta, but the thing is, some of them stuck. Like some of the voice actors either sound extremely similar or they stuck with that one voice actor because they're well known for that type of voice work or something similar to that idea. Like Link, for example. They all sound the same, but it's for a reason. He's known for that kind of pitch for that version or just that character in general. Or like say Mario, Luigi, Wario. They're all known for that voice because Charles Martinet made it a staple. They can't fire that guy. So
Charles Martinet wasn't always the voice of Luigi and
would you ever
Wario.
The girl that made Bayonetta's voice just as iconic? It's one thing if certain voices have to change. Because let's say they started out at a young age and now they sound older, they can't do it as well anymore. Or because they hit puberty, now they can no longer sound like that. Or they got into an accident, they're dead, that kind of thing. Those make sense.
The same for Tails changes all the time, and yet they've kept trying to make him sound like a little kid forever. Or when by all rights now, Tails should be like at least as old as Sonic was when Sonic Adventure was made, you know?
Sure, but, reboots, and canon, they have problems with that kind of thing.
Reboots have not stuck, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. They never stuck, so that's why you're always seeing Tails as, 12 or 10 or something like that.
He's
but
8.
what I'm...
Right, we
need to
wrap this up. I only have,
Okay. I gotta.
What I'm saying
let me go ahead and let's
they
kill
can't
this
keep
topic. I
changing
gotta
voice
talk about
actors
this.
if
we need to stop getting off topic and we need to get back to the topic. So let's kill this discussion and move on. So here's the rub. Voice actors get treated like shit in the video game industry, and this is not helping matters because this was absolute nonsense. Elena Taylor made a fool of herself about this, going off half-cocked without really thinking about what the hell was going on. And then Hideki Kamiya made matters worse when he blocked the entire internet.
Yes, by acting
Everybody
like
is wrong in this situation. Nobody is helping their cause. And I am still not canceling my Bayonetta 3 pre-order because I saved like $15 on my pre-order by getting it in the day it went up like 5 years ago. So
you slut! I was joking there, but I'm gonna go to the next topic. I list this one as the evil has been defeated. Walter Hanamala of DC Films has officially stepped down as of October 19th of this year.
Good.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Witch, old witch, the wicked witch.
And
Ding dong, the
course,
wicked witch is
a few days
dead.
after this, Henry Cavill confirmed that he is officially returning to the DCEU.
Yeah, the real Superman returns.
Not that movie that came out
2006.
No, not
Oh
not
look,
that.
Sly was right again. Mikey was right. Oh boy, he's right again.
Yep. And Henry Cavill returned as Superman in Black Adam. And you know what? Fuck the haters. That film was great. And
Yes.
I was looking at that audience. I was looking
Hold on.
at that audience to critic ratio, and I'm starting to think that Rotten Tomatoes critics might be racist.
Well, not only that, but they are very selective.
No.
Very.
I have a bit here. I need you to go along with it. I think they might be racist. Because, you know, we have a movie starring in two strong men of color. We have the half Samoan, half black The Rock, and we have
Who's about
Black
drive
Hawk.
and about power.
Yeah, and
Or
we
he
have
stays
Black
hungry, weak
Hawkman.
power.
And I can't remember the actor's name, but he's from Leverage. I fucking love that guy. He's been in all kinds of stuff. And he was also in, I believe he was also in Straight Outta Compton as well. Yeah, now we have great interpretations of Black Adam and Hawkman. And you know what? Nobody's complaining about the fact that they've race-swapped Carter Hall. Because he's a great fucking interpretation of the character.
Well, not only that, well...
There's a reason why nobody really complained about Carter Hall, though. The Hawkman, right?
Yeah, because it was good.
That's because
make a big deal out of it.
Because of resurrection. Reincarnation, that's the reason.
No. It doesn't matter. They didn't make a big deal out of it, and he's fucking great in the role. It's like Nick Fury. He's just there. He's portraying the character. He's portraying the character as he was in the fucking comic, and he's actually really fucking good at it.
My only issue with the casting is the Tornado Girl. So if you compare the comic,
they make a big deal of it because, again, reincarnation. He literally can come back as any race if he wanted to.
Still decent in the role.
I can't really remember who Tornado Girl was in the fucking comic.
Tornado Girl?
Cyclone. I don't remember Cyclone all that well. I don't really care about Cyclone. Atom Smasher was cool. Although, the fact that he basically took over the role of Giant Man and was kind of
actor. I will say having a legacy actor be the original Atom Smasher was quite genius, even if it was a small cameo.
Now, even my mom knew who the actor.
Atom Smasher is a very, very, very obscure character they tried to bring back numerous times. People keep on forgetting about him. And when I say people, I mean everybody, whether it be casual fans, hardcore fans, or even just people who only see the movies. People keep forgetting about Atom Smasher.
We've got better treatment of obscure legacy characters than in the Suicide Squad or any CW show. That's a win in my book.
I still think the Legends of Tomorrow is the better show. I know that's not saying much.
Is not very good.
It's at least you can say it's cheesy good. You got
Season 1 was good.
A lot of the other seasons were good. I mean, think about it. They got like superheroes literally playing football, literally using football tactics to try and defend a nuclear device from getting in the hands of some war-hungry fucking army guys with the president of the United States.
You also have Make America Grodd again.
Yeah, but that's overshadowed by Einstein,
and you
being a thing.
You have Sarah Lance fucking Queen Guinevere. Or you have like Guinevere saving the fucking Knights of the Round Table. Well, when King Arthur is like supposed to be like King Arthur is a fucking character in DC Comics. By the way, I have to bring this up. King Arthur is an actual character in DC Comics, and the fact that they shat all over, or not only a legacy DC Comics character, but also like one of the great heroes of ancient mythology, like that pissed me off. That
was something that was off on me too.
Skywalker did to me, you know. I have read. It'd be like shitting on Robin Hood. You know, I know King Arthur and Robin Hood.
Man, if they did that, I would have been pissed.
Inside and out, and
what's funny is that Doctor Who actually did a better job explaining how myth blends into history more than Legends of Tomorrow did with that King Arthur episode. I say this because here's what they did. We both saw that episode, right? Apparently, Guinevere was a knight in disguise.
And
Even though that's not that's not all that she
Lancelot
was.
Sarah
in any
Lance,
mythology.
even though Sir Lancelot being King Arthur's best friend was kind of a massive plot point.
Yeah, most
his best
of the
friend, his best knight.
Let's not forget that none of the Knights of the Round that were missing ever made it back.
You want to know? You want to know?
And here's what Doctor Who did. Robin Hood made an appearance. They were saying, "Oh no, this is just a robot. This is just it's a hologram or something." And he was like, "Oh no, I'm right here. I'm real." They get into a goofy fight. They meet, and the Doctor wins because he outsmarted him. They meet the Merry Men, and the reason why Robin Hood and the Merry Men and all this stuff happened was because of science fiction fuckery. Not because my privilege, not because women. It's because they kept the theme, in line. It was because of
You cut out
science
there,
fiction,
man.
like Robin. Yeah. Oh, was that?
You guys
cut
are
out
getting
there
off
for a
topic
second.
again. I just want to call you guys out on that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, well, let's just say that Black Adam was awesome, and it's great to see Cavill back as Superman. I will say that I have one small complaint about his return as Superman, in that his theme song is barely even audible. They mostly drowned it out with the Williams theme. But to the people bitching about the suit, I'm just glad we've got the Man of Steel suit back. I didn't like the BVS suit that much. I thought it was.
I want to point out, like, people are bitching about the blue suit. Like, here's the thing: like, Black Adam takes place like 6-7 years after Justice League.
Yeah.
So it's more justified to an extent because there's like a lot of time that's passed. Also, I want to debunk the fact that he's working for what's her name?
Waller.
Because no, he's not. First off, like,
he's just doing a favor.
This is spoilers for the movie, but he literally arrives as the call ended. She doesn't even have the time to fucking call him. Secondly, he can hear all around the world. He probably knows what's happening. He's hearing the call. Is like, I think I'm going to check on this guy to make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Because that's what he does. He does that in the comics. He's done that in the other movies. Why would it be any different here?
Now, to the people bitching about the Joseph Campbell quote being missing, what the fuck, guys? I was like, it wasn't in Man of Steel, and it honestly, the BVS suit looks a little bit too busy for my taste,
Wait,
there's too much detail on the Batman v Superman suit for my taste. There's it really benefits from having the more rounded designs from Man of Steel,
Am I hearing this correctly? Alex is criticizing his favorite Superman movie?
No, yeah, no. It is a small criticism. It is a very small criticism. I don't like the BVS suit all that much. Not as much as the Man of Steel suit. I like it better than most Superman suits in live action. I like it better than half the ones they had on Superman and Lois, and the fucking Supergirl Superman suit was terrible.
I hated that suit for.
Let's take the new 52 suit and make it even worse.
Let's wrap it up, please.
Oh yeah, I got a bitch about this too.
No,
new 52
wrapping
Superman,
this up.
Literally new 52 Superman. You remember that image I sent you, bitching about new 52 Superman's anime hair? Yeah, that was literally a poster in Black Adam. And the set design, and for the kid, because there's a kid in the movie who has a bunch of superhero merch, and a bunch of it is like New 52 era, post-crisis era. He has a fucking Battinson figure on his shelf and things like that. And I don't like that. It should have been mostly DCEU stuff, It's not like they don't have it. They're fucking Warner Brothers,
Doesn't even DC not like the New 52 because of how much hate it got?
Well, Rebirth comics are featured in it, and why didn't they just print up something bespoke or use a comic that was tied into the DCEU or something like that?
It's a
Other than that, great
shame
fucking
is that
movie.
the Superman
Wrap it
costume
up,
that
please.
New
Wrap
50
it up,
Guys, let's wrap it up.
Okay.
Okay, we got other topics to get through, and Ben's not here for too long.
Alright, I'm gonna start the next one. So, I'm gonna give you some hope for the new X-Men show from the Disney, because the showrunner said something, or the head writer said something very interesting. So, the X-Men 97 head writer, DiMelo, recalls this was during his time on The Witcher show, recalls some of the writers on The Witcher show actively mocked the source material and hated the Witcher books, the thing they were hired to make. The thing they're hired to make a show off, and he said, and I quote, that this mindset is a recipe for disaster and bad morale.
Wow, someone's actually wising up.
Repeat that? You've been cutting off a bit.
I'll read it again. So
Basically, the X-Men showrunner is insisted that everybody who's working on the new X-Men show had to actually like the old X-Men show.
Working on, you got cut off, but when you said working on.
Working on the new, if you're working on the new X-Men show, you gotta like the old one. You have to actually have some kind of interest in it, because there's too many people.
Could it be good? Could it be good?
You know what? That's what Kevin Smith said about the new He-Man show, so who knows?
True.
Let's also...
but it gives me a little more hope.
Yeah, but let's also not forget that that was also said by the other guy who made Thundercats Roar.
Can we not talk about that show, please?
Three times. It's the guys that were in charge said, "Oh, I like the old show. What did we get? Thundercats Roar, He-Man.
I'm sorry, that was too good.
He-Man and the homos of the universe."
We have a lot of these. So I'm gonna start the next one. So, alright. So, Silent Hill made a surprise return last week with a bunch of announcements on a single day. Like, it wasn't like a direct that was announcing like one thing. They announced several things. So, the first thing they announced was that Blooper Team was making a Silent Hill 2 remake with the original character designer and music guy coming back for the game. The next one is a new Silent Hill game called Silent Hill Downtown Fall, which is coming from the No Code team. I don't really know who they are. I think it's more like an interactive kind of thing, maybe like Telltale, but I'm not 100% sure. The next one was surprising. So, the director for the original Silent Hill movie is coming back to make a sequel called Return to Silent Hill, which will be based off the story for Silent Hill 2. And then we have another one called Silent Hill Ascension, which is coming in 2023.
Yes!
And it's going to be a
Fuck you, you stone bitch!
What happened now?
What the fuck?
I'm the man!
No, you gotta do if you're gonna do your best Linkara impression, Alex, you gotta go, I am a man!
Let me finish reading this. So Silent Hill Ascension, which is going to be a real-time interactive series, and then the final announcement, which was very vague, called Silent Hill F, which will take place far into the past in rural Japan. And from what I'm looking at, it looks real interesting.
I'm
also,
more interested.
They're making, oh, hang on, before you do that, they're also making a Silent Hill 2 coin bank based off the dog ending of Silent Hill 2.
Okay.
Wait though, here's where I'm confused though. Not in a bad way, just confused outright. So we know the Resident Evil series remade 1, 2, 3, and now they're doing 4, right?
Yes.
Silent Hill is remaking 2, so we're also going to assume they might remake 3, they might remake 4. Why start at 2 and not 1?
They already remade Silent Hill 1.
What was it called? Homecoming?
No, Shattered Memories.
Seriously?
Yeah. Shattered Memories is a remake of Silent Hill 1.
I have the Wii version right here. I did not get Resident Evil. I did not get Silent Hill 1 vibes at all.
No, it's like it is. I think it's more called a reimagining, but it is a.
Yeah, it's a complete reimagining.
It features Harry Mason on a quest to find his daughter and shit like that. So you know.
I don't know, man. That feels like an entirely different game. I get that that's what they were going for, but I don't know, man. That's felt more like a side story than a reimagining of the first game.
I don't think Silent Hill 2 is a reimagining. I think it's more of a one-to-one with some differences similar to the original Resident Evil remake, but I don't know too much detail.
You said that they're going to do a movie. So there are 2 Silent Hill movies already,
you're talking
right?
about that. Yeah, I understand that.
So there's a movie based on Silent Hill 2, right?
Return to Silent Hill, yeah.
Okay, so it's called Return to Silent Hill, and it's based on the story of Silent Hill 2, right?
Wait, what? Return to Silent Hill.
They made a movie based off Silent Hill 3. They made a Silent Hill movie just based off the.
No. I have to correct you on that, Gizmo. The Silent Hill 3 movie is not made by the director. That was someone else that sucked ass. The first movie isn't really based off anything besides the town itself.
Okay,
the sequel is going to be more based off number 2.
Who is playing James Sunderland in the Silent Hill?
They haven't announced the cast.
Okay, because if it's anybody but Vic Mignogna, they fail. They fail
Dude,
automatically.
That is a good choice.
Because he already played James Sunderland in a Silent Hill short film, and that
was good.
Exact perfect casting. But they also didn't get Nathan Fillion to play Nathan Drake in the official Uncharted film, so
I mean, I'm excited for Return to Silent Hill regardless, because I feel like the director is a huge fan of Silent Hill, and I feel like it's going to bring up a lot of potential. Like, the original movie was pretty good. It wasn't perfect, but it was still pretty faithful to the original games.
I mean,
so
they had Pyramid Head in Silent Hill 1 when he is very personal to James's story. But Pyramid Head long ago stopped being James's personal villain, and when he appeared in Silent Hill 0 and all the other Silent Hill games.
Origins. It's Origins.
Hilarious.
It depends on which version of the game you have.
The designer for Pyramid Head said he wished he designed it differently so it wouldn't stay around.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was too iconic.
He was too iconic. He said he made the design too iconic.
Yeah, I get what he's coming from.
Yeah, so I'm excited for the movie. Silent Hill 2 remake I'm more skeptical of, because Blooper Team is really
not
mixed.
Great.
Like, they made Layers of Fear, which was great. Its sequels sucked. Then they made another game which was made to impress Konami, and that was okay-ish. They don't have an amazing track record, but it is okay-ish. I think the thing that does help, though, is that they do have some of the original members of the original team working on the game.
I think to me, when it comes to Silent Hill, there's no bad Silent Hill game. There's only just less
Silent Hill Homecoming.
What about
enjoyable ones than the other? Like, I think some of that taste, except for the HD remakes. Those are the exceptions.
The light gun game.
The light gun game, I think they had the right idea. They just pulled it off really, really oddly. They had the right idea for a light gun game based off of Silent Hill. They just didn't make it as good as, say, House of the Dead. Or even the Halo one.
We don't talk about that.
I just hope that they
Now-
succeed in this just as much as Capcom did with their remakes of 2, 3, and in the future 4. I know that one's going
I
to make
will
money.
say that Resident Evil, between Silent Hill 2 remake and Resident Evil 4 remake, what is up with the G6 horror classic remakes getting hit with a fucking ugly stick?
Yeah, I was about to talk about that because they fucked up Ashley. She looks like Hillary fucking Clinton.
Yeah. Well, the weirdest
She's
thing
sweet.
is, like, in most shots, she looks like it looks like they tried to make her look more pretty, but they put the prettier face in the frumpiest fucking clothing I have seen in my life.
Oh,
She looks
God.
like
That's modern day
she just-
bullshit.
she looks 50 years old
And
when
Ada,
she's supposed to be 20.
No, I don't think she goes that far. I think she does look a little bit older than how
also they've whitewashed
she's
Ada.
supposed
Why
to
does
look
Ada
like,
look more
but at
white
the
than
same-
she did? Like, Ada
I
Wong
think
is
she look-
supposed to be
That's a good
Chinese.
point. Why is she more white than Asian in this
I
game?
think she looks more Chinese.
Oh, are they trying to appease the Chinese market now? I don't
No.
even think they can sell those games in China right
No,
now.
because I
They wanted
disagree.
to.
I don't think she looks more Asian. I think they've. Oh fuck! Now I have to beat this.
They've
guy.
She
done
looks
the
more like
Chun-Li.
Chun-Li than she does Ada Wong. Is the little problem I have with it.
Okay.
You
yeah,
want to
do
know
have
the
a
worst
point
design
there.
though? Like outside of those two, Azar or whatever the fuck that young adult kid looks like. He doesn't even look like a kid anymore. He just looks like a
Napoleon.
freak.
Midget
Apparent-
Napoleon Salazar looks really fucking weird. Not Carlos. Luis. Fuck. I had a racism there.
Luis actually looks all right to me.
Okay, but he doesn't look
I'm
like
fine with
Luis.
him.
He looks like Carlos. And Carlos didn't look like Carlos the last time we saw him. He looked like
Remember
Che
when
Guevara.
Leon in the last Resident
Well,
Evil movie looked more like Carlos?
Oh god, I remember that. That was stupid.
What?
Like, all they had to do was shave the mustache and give him blonde hair.
Leon looks awful
I mean,
in the live action
I want to
movie.
give my thoughts on it real quick.
Which
Because
one?
here's the thing. I feel like it's not. I don't feel like it's going to be a bad game. It's going to be fine. My issue with its
Yeah.
existence is that you can't fucking top the original.
Well, they're already
You can't-
cutting content though, so I don't think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, Jack
yeah, you
Black
can't even
comes
save
out.
the puppy.
Like,
Yeah, from what I'm
Yeah.
hearing, like here's one thing that got me worried. The one thing that got me worried about the content was right when I heard about what they did to the dog.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
those,
the dog is dead.
Hey,
You don't
that
save the
dog.
dog.
Yeah,
His
for those-
interactivity is bad.
yeah, for
Hey,
those who
that
don't know who are
fucking-
watching or decided to look back at the recording, in Resident Evil 4, early on, you find a dog trapped in a bear trap. So you have the option to free the dog, and it goes away happy that it's escaped. Later on, when you first
When you first fight
face
El
El
Gigante.
Gigante for the first time, it helped. Yeah, it appears out of nowhere, howling, and it actually helps you so you can beat the El Gigante faster and more efficiently. Here, not only is it dead, but it's also right by the bear trap, and it looks like it got its throat slit or something like that. It's almost as if to say, yeah, this is not the same RE4 that you remember.
yeah.
It's very odd.
They have a chainsaw parry, which looks cool, but is also giving me vibes of Resident Evil 6. Kevin, I don't want to go back there.
You start to
I
play
wanna say-
Resident
I wanna
Evil
say-
6, you have
again,
the
let me-
buttons
I
and
wanna
wiggle
finish my
the
thought on that.
sticks.
I do,
Resident Evil
I do
6
feel
is
like-
funny because of its stupid shit. The stupid shit here in Resident Evil 4 looks awesome though. Like how many times are we going to
I-
see a guy parry a chainsaw with nothing but a goddamn butcher knife?
Or even
I do think that's cool, but I still don't think it should exist. I'm sure it's going to be good. I'm sure it's going to be a fun game, but again, why not Resident Evil 0? Why not Code Veronica? These are games that deserve a remake infinitely more than 4. Like, if you were to do those
There's
two
a lot
games
of
and
Evil
move
4
on to
remake will
4,
print money.
fine. If you do those two games first and then on to 4, sure, that's fine. Why do 4? Why? Those two games are right there, right there.
Well, I can
Because-
answer that.
Well, because 4 will print the money. That's literally the
Ben,
only reason.
that's one obvious answer. Another obvious answer is because it's a mainline Resident Evil game that people actually love.
Ben,
I mean, it's
Contain
one
the
thing
Calamity-
if you're gonna go for
contain
like
the
the
Calamity
side
that is their
characters, the
memories.
side. Like if you go for the side
Okay.
games, then there's gonna be a lot of the. What the hell?
What?
Yeah, Kevin told me to contain the Calamity.
The
I don't know what
Calamity
he
that
meant.
is his memories.
Okay, we've gotten off topic.
What?
Um,
No,
Well, I'm trying
this
to-
is on top.
It means
because
calm
both
your
these
tits.
things are related. Because I'm gonna be honest, I feel like Silent Hill 2 remake's going to be better. I just have a feeling, just an itching feeling that this is going to be a lot better than whatever the
You
fuck
know what I'd-
Resident Evil 4 remake.
why the
is-
hell haven't they ported Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, etc. to Steam and GOG? Like, the only one that we can get on fucking GOG is 4. And granted, like, it's nice to have 4 on GOG, but I'd rather have Silent Hill 2, you know? Silent Hill 1, Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 3.
Yeah, I actually wouldn't mind more than actually wouldn't mind that generation of
Homecoming,
console games coming.
Downpour, Origins, Shattered Memories, is get us all this stuff. All of those are either locked on old consoles or they've got shitty old PC ports that have been abandoned. You know?
But yeah, what we need to get on to the next topic. But I think at the end, it's cool Silent Hill's returning. Resident Evil 4 remake's questionable, but it might be decent. Not better than the original though, which. And yeah, that's basically it. Let's move on to more horror stuff. Guys! EA has censored the violence in Dead Space!
What?
Well, we're fucked.
In Dead Space?
Where's that gun? Where'd I put my
Dead
gun?
Space?
I just want to have a conversation.
No, not Kingdom Hearts. Not Kingdom Hearts,
Space
not
needs to
not
be in-
GTA.
We need a Dead Space world in Kingdom Hearts.
No,
No, but
Tour has been for enough shit.
like, dude, there's a lot of games where I could argue.
Why am I
as
climbing
to-
on the gorilla's ass?
There's a lot of games I could
The
argue as
Behemoth.
to why, in terms of certain people's perspectives of why they would censor nudity, cursing, blood, gore, violence, songs, lyrics, and I can tell you right now, a lot of them do make sense in a certain point of view, like I said, but when you get to mature games, not teen, not E, not C, not K, M to adult rated games, censorship almost has no reason to be in your game. None. If it's
None.
rated A, it's rated A for a reason. If it's rated M for a reason. D, E, whatever you have to do to make it a T or E, you do it to make it E or T. It's bullshit, but it's understandable if you wanted to keep it a T or an E. M-rated and A-rated games have no reason to have shit cut from their content.
No.
Gore,
the fact
sex,
that Sony insists
Swears,
on
none of this should be censored.
I don't even think it's Sony. This just looks like an EA thing. Because if you look at the link,
This is
in the
EA we're
broadcast
talking
panel,
about.
for example,
These are the motherfuckers
so
that
weird.
still have not released any form of you to play or even buy fucking Thrill Kill. These are the same guys who forced you to always be online when you played Sim goddamn city. These are the guys whose only good thing they ever brought you was the voice. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far,
Top
but yeah.
tier S ranking, I can tell you. I'd go that far. I don't give a shit if they brought me Brutal Legend. I don't give a shit if they brought me Mass Effect. Those are games anybody could have gone through, and it would have given you a better experience by 5%. And it wouldn't have changed a
Okay,
thing.
I won't argue with you there.
It wouldn't have changed a goddamn thing. You're telling me EA is going to be bitches again and going back to the thrill kill days and look at a damn game and say, yeah, let's take away some of the gore. Are you fucking kidding me? M-rated games are there for a reason. For mature audiences only. Are you telling me they're actually actively, willingly looking at an M-rated game, looking at the blood, looking at the gore, looking at the stuff that made it the way it is, and said, let's take some of it out? Why?
Yeah, it's fucking EA. God, I don't even have anything else to say.
Well,
Everyone
let's go
who's
ahead
watching, buy
yeah,
the
let's
other
go
game
ahead and
instead.
move
Buy
on.
the
Dude, let
Catalyst
me remind you
Protocol.
again. Thrill
One of
Kill
these are
could have
gonna
been
say-
a goddamn thing. If EA didn't.
Okay,
Buy
guys,
Catalyst
Ben,
Protocol.
let's just go ahead and
I know.
relax and move on.
I was over exaggerating.
We've already.
I just wanted to say. I just want to say.
Go ahead,
Buy
man.
the
Go ahead.
Catalyst Protocol. Buy the Catalyst Protocol. It's being made by the original Dead Space guys. That's far more worth your money than a censored Dead Space remake.
Yep.
Fucking hell. Let's go into some good news.
Please.
Looks like Square Enix might be remaking Parasite Eve.
What?
Oh, that's-
Wait. I heard Parasite Eve. Say that again. Repeat that.
Square Enix. I'm gonna read this. Square Enix has recently filed a trademark for symbol biogenesis, leading many to believe that a new Parasite Eve title might be on its way. Rumoredly, it is going to be a remake of the original.
Yeah.
Well, that's a game that could certainly use it. It was on the PS1, and they haven't had a sequel or anything since Third Birthday on the PSP.
By the way, fun
we
fact,
all know that game went.
Fun fact:
Yeah,
Third
I
Birthday
hope
was
it's
actually
true.
promoted by a lightning costume in the city of
Honestly, I hope
Duodecim.
it's true. I hope it's true. Like, I know some people give shit on Square Enix's remakes, but damn it, Final Fantasy VII remake was fucking fun. I want to see what they do with Parasite Eve, because if it's on the same level of quality, that's going to be good. That's
Yeah,
gonna be
but
real.
they made some questionable decisions on Final Fantasy the remake.
Yeah, that's fair, but that was
You
because
have
they're
to
making
admit,
it sort of like more of a sequel than a remake, kind of. Even though Nomura's like, don't do that. I feel like they wouldn't do that for Parasite Eve because that wouldn't make any sense.
I don't know, man. I mean, they screwed up. They screwed up Parasite Eve the moment they made it a third-person shooter, man. I really don't.
I actually like the Third Birthday.
I think it's okay, but it just doesn't belong in something like Parasite Eve.
Yeah.
It just
I
kind
feel
of.
like I feel like they would do just the over-the-person shoulder, like the Resident Evil remakes would do, which would work perfectly for Parasite Eve. Because man, imagine it.
They should really go back to the RPG survival horror hybrid thing, because that's what made it unique in the first place. The fact that it was not only a survival horror, but it was
Really?
also an
Yeah.
RPG.
How many
I
of us
do feel
remember
like- I do
what
feel
they
like-
ended up doing with the OG Final Fantasy remake? Does anybody
I do-
remember how much edge lording there was in that game?
Become so numb,
I do want to say, Alex, shut up. Alright, I do want to say, because I feel like Square would keep some of the RPG elements while doing the over-the-shoulder camera for if they ever do a Parasite Eve remake, and it does seem like they are, or at least preparing to.
It already
would hope
sounds
so.
like Resident Evil 4 DLC. That's what I'm talking about, though.
I don't really agree, but that's. I mean, who knows? Maybe man could be making something else, but the
I mean,
trademark.
Parasite Eve is a survival horror game, right? And he's gonna have a over the shoulder kind of thing. It sounds like Resident Evil 4 DLC to me.
We don't know that though. That's the thing. We don't know what it's going to be.
And that's the beauty.
All right, let's go on to the next topic because Alex, you're gonna love this.
Oh boy.
Oh, goody.
Remember Batman Gate?
Batman.
Oh,
Gate?
yeah.
You mean
he has
Blackgate?
officially taken Warner Brothers to court over it.
Okay, so let's give a quick recap of Batman Gate. So, there was that movie, The Batman, and apparently, starring Robert Pattinson. And apparently, the plot for the film was taken from an Elseworlds comic that was pitched in the 90s but never got made.
Seriously?
And the writer of that comic is currently taking Warner Brothers to court over it. So I'm glad to see he's putting his money where his mouth is in that regard.
Yep.
Because it was certainly interesting to see
as anyone would.
all the little things that lined up. There are some areas where his points are stronger than others, but I am looking forward to seeing how this all shakes out in court. Because honestly, fuck Warner Brothers so hard.
I don't get how any movie can.
I want to be fair here. Like, current Warner Brothers is not responsible for it. That was the old one.
Yeah, that's
before they
old.
came
Oh
in.
yeah,
So
but
they're just
still.
suffering from the old Warner Brothers consequences, right? This is just them suffering from it. But that does make me wonder, if the lawsuit is successful and he does win, what happens to the Batman sequels?
They're probably gonna have to talk.
They'll probably just get like a co-creator credit or something. And royalties for the first one, like Bill Finger's family does off of Batman now.
Even even if the lawsuit's successful, I don't think they would kill this franchise.
No,
I don't think so.
Even
either,
with Ben
they're
Affleck
probably
getting his Batman trilogy reportedly.
Oh yeah, that's another thing.
That's
Affleck are both
Ben Affleck. Yeah, Ben Affleck reportedly signed a trilogy contract for his own Batman trilogy, which he will potentially direct.
Oh man, they
give him the creative freedom that they gave Matt Reeves, please.
Yeah, I think they would, honestly.
I really want to see a
The only
Batman
caveat
movie.
being that it must take place in the DCEU, so you might have to work around a few things, but that's a given. Well, it's going to be interesting seeing that lawsuit go down. I hope he wins, because there's a lot of evidence for his case. But also, it's interesting seeing him put his money where his mouth is.
Which is
because
good.
A lot of people will talk a big game and then not follow up with it. This guy's he filed the suit, so...
Yeah. Alright, let's go to another comic franchise, Black Panther. So, it's been reported that Marvel has been scaling back the Black Panther merch, out of their plans for the merch, out of concern that the sequel's lack of Chadwick may alienate black male audiences.
So the lack of Black Panther will make people not want to go see Black Panther. Who could have fucking guessed?
I mean, the moment I saw Riri Williams in the second trailer, I lost all hope for the movie.
Yeah. They should have recast it, or at the very least had the movie take place between Infinity War and Endgame. We already ranted about that enough, though.
Speaking of Riri Williams, I gotta take a Riri Williams. I'll be right back.
Oh, that was funny.
But yeah, I have no interest. Like, the trailers look decent, but it's not. No, I don't like them killing off Chadwick off screen. That just feels.
He got off screen to death.
I don't like that. That just feels so disrespectful. Like, no.
Sorry, I couldn't.
I don't like.
I
don't like it.
Let's write a better ending for his character. He got killed by Black Adam. There.
He got. Why?
That actually sounds like a better ending.
Oh god. Okay. Should I go to the next topic or should I wait for Gizmo?
We can move on.
All right. So you'll get kicked out of this. Alex. God of War Ragnarok is not a next-gen video game. Bum, bum, bum. It is reportedly, according to reviewers, just a PS4 game with next-gen enhancements.
One
and plays
game.
very
I
much
don't
like
know
a
why I
quote-unquote
bought a PS5 with no games to buy.
Yeah, yeah.
Where do you come up with these ideas for
No,
improv
that's
musical
from
numbers?
That's from 4chan.
That's
Like,
actually
that's the
something I got
4chan.
from YouTube, yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so, you know what? I'm not even surprised, and I feel like no one should be, considering that this game started development on the PS4.
Yep.
This, like, started, like, several years ago before the PS5 was a thing.
Hold, Kratos, pot of tea. Hold, Kratos, pot of tea. Hold, Kratos, pot of tea.
So, let
Hold,
me just
Kratos,
check.
pot of tea, Mulan.
God of War 4 came out. What year did it come out? Come on.
It's irrelevant because God of
2018?
War 4 is terrible.
No, I loved it. I'm sorry, Alex. We have to disagree on this. But no, it doesn't surprise me at all that God of War Ragnarok is not next gen title because no. Man, you are a
What's going
baby, Alex. You are a baby. Big baby.
What's going on right now?
I'm sorry, I can't associate with somebody
I'm
who
back.
loves that game.
What'd I miss?
I disavow.
Okay, will it make you feel better if I say that God of War 3 is a better game?
Yes.
What happened?
Yes, because it is. Okay, to catch up Gizmo, you there, Gizmo? Did I hear you?
Just got back.
Okay,
PS4
so
version of God of War 3 is not very good.
Oh, wait. Say that
No,
again?
it's not.
Gizmo, to catch you up, God of War Ragnarok is not a next-gen title. According to reviewers, it is a PS4 game with only next-gen enhancements.
Just like
PS4 game
Miles
with what?
Morales.
Yeah, pretty
A
much.
PS4 game with what? You got cut off there.
Next gen
God of War
enhancements. So
Really?
all we need
Wow.
all we really need now is for Spider-Man 2 to come out and get a PS4 port. And
You know what?
the PS5
I
is
would
officially
totally
fucking
expect that.
useless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally expect it to.
It doesn't even have to be a physical release. All it has to get is some release on the PS4. Oh, you know what? You know what would be the biggest fuck you? Is it... Excuse me. If Spider-Man 2 was on the Switch.
Oh, shit.
That would be awesome.
Speaking
imagine
of which, fuck Alan Wake Remastered on the Switch. The Witcher
What
3
happened?
runs on the Switch, and it looks great. And then you and Breath of the Wild too, by the way. And then you have Alan Wake on the Switch, and it looks like a fucking PS2 game.
I just
If
I
you
want to
stepped on
that
the PS2.
remaster for a second. I want to do a funny joke. So, when the remaster was being released, right, when they released it on the Xbox Series X, you want to know what fucking Microsoft did?
What?
What did Microsoft
They
do
up-
this time?
On the day of release, or around the day of the remaster's release, Microsoft updated the original Xbox 360 version to run at 60 FPS, which is 30 more than the remaster.
Oh, that is
Oh.
cold. That is so fucking cold.
Wait, which game is this?
That's frigid.
Alan
the
Wake.
original. Yeah.
That is odd.
Dude,
Yeah.
that is that's not just cold, that's just frigid.
You know, I just remembered that game's getting a sequel, and I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Why?
Alan Wake 2 looks like it's going to be pretty fucking good from the little bit I've seen of it.
Yeah, they only showed a little
Here's
bit.
hoping
but
the
it looks
plot
good.
makes more sense than the first Alan Wake.
It won't. You know who's making
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go to the next topic. The U.S. government is making journalists disappear, as evident by ABC producer going completely vanished after being raided by the FBI. Conveniently, while he's writing a Biden Afghanistan expose.
He will be found in Guantanamo one of these days.
You know, he's
So-
probably there right now.
You'll be found in the sewage.
Yeah.
No, they'll keep him in Guantanamo forever.
As
They'll
what?
make
A
him-
punching
they'll-
bag
they'll
or a
give him-
sex slave?
They'll give him a PS5 as torture.
what did you do, mate? Oh, I bombed a few thousand people. What about you? Oh, I wrote an expose on Biden. Gets smacked in the face like, how dare you!
How dare he?
Yeah, I don't think we have anything else to say other than fuck Biden again.
Dumbass.
I think this is the last topic.
The only reason I am even trying to support him right now is because he wants to make weed nationally legal.
Yeah.
No, he does not. He's only saying that.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah,
not,
and
Like his partner in crime is Kamala. If they've got weed, they're gonna bleed Harris.
Yeah, Harris is known for jailing black males and keeping them in prison longer than they should be to work. And those charges they get are usually based off weed. Yeah, she's a fucking criminal psychopath. Of course she would pull shit like that off.
And yet people will say, oh, she's a strong, independent woman.
Wow.
Oh, she's strong,
Then
all
why
right.
didn't she win the fucking presidential election?
No. Oh, no, she's strong, all right. Strongly fascist. Oh, applause. Alright, next topic.
Alright,
This is the last one before I disappear. Mark Brooks, rumored to have been told by Marvel lawyers to stop harassing Comicsgate or lose his job.
What?
What? Repeat that?
Mark Brooks, rumored to have been told by Marvel lawyers to stop harassing Comicsgate or lose his job.
Fuck.
Yeah, so to give some context, he appeared on a stream. Hang on, sometime.
Why am I hearing more deep fake?
I'm not.
I'm hearing it.
What's that?
Oh, never mind.
Okay,
It's
yeah, I'm back.
thing.
Remove this context. So, this particular guy, has always vocally harassed comic skaters. He absolutely, completely despises them for some reason because the comics don't sell well. And he appeared on a stream with Van Sleever.
Ethan
And
Van
he
Sciver?
actually threatened to beat the shit out of him and threatened and challenged him to a fight.
Of course he does.
Okay. Is this guy like Boogie or some shit?
I don't know. But then like sometime after that particular stream, because yes, that happened live, a rumor came out saying, or a user came out saying, so I was told that Mark Brooks, cover artist for Marvel Comics, got a talking to by Marvel lawyers to stop engaging with Comicsgate or he will be fired from Marvel. This all came from the way he behaved on that stream with Ethan and, well, Reed. So yeah, Anti-Comicsgater got BTFO'd by lawyers because of his shitty behavior.
Oof.
So yeah,
Get fucked.
Yeah. Karma's a bitch.
Life's
bitch. But that's, I don't really have much to say other than that, besides fuck you, Brooks.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Dan Slott complaining about Superman.
He
actually have to go
Superman
now,
is like
about what?
a villain.
Oh yeah, okay. We also have to talk about the Super Sons film, which came out on Tuesday.
Before you do, I do need to go, so this is my farewell for the time being. So I'll see you guys this coming Friday with our Volume 4. Wink, wink, it's premiering. Wink, wink, wink. So yeah, you guys...
You made me rename that to 3.5.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, 3.5. I'm stupid.
Fuck.
I'm thinking of next week. I'm so sorry, Alex. But yes, Volume 3.5's premiering this Friday, and then Volume 4 should also release next Friday, and so on and so forth. So yeah, you guys have a wonderful night.
Well, so long as we don't
Alex.
have any, we don't have any certain episodes of Death Battle.
No,
No,
now,
no,
now that we've opened communications with them, we should be pretty solid in that regard.
Yeah, let's not talk about that too openly, just in case we are not allowed to. But yeah, Rooster Teeth's pals, kind of. That's all we can say. Hi, Rooster Teeth. Thank you for restoring the video. We love you. Link, nudge. Nudge, link.
We
Link,
kind
link,
of love
nudge,
you
nudge.
as long as you're playing ball with us. and not
All right,
and not
see you guys
trying to
this
play with our
Friday.
balls.
Yeah. See you guys this Friday. Peace.
Bye now.
Hey,
Alright, so let's talk about the Super Sons movie, which is another one of the really good films that came out this week. DC Comics just keeps on winning. But people are complaining. People who don't know anything about Superman are complaining about him.
They're complaining
Why?
about him standing with truth, justice, and the American way and not being a communist.
Yeah, so people actually threw a bitch fit over the truth, justice, and the American way motto being in Batman and Superman Battle of the Super Sons. And I legitimately saw people on Twitter saying that that sounded like something Homelander would say. And I was like,
What?
Oh my god, you don't know anything about Superman.
Oh, these motherfuckers are dumb.
Yep.
And then, you know, I proceeded to get into a Twitter fight with a couple of people over because time is a flat circle. Over the scene where Superman deals with that guy who had a gun to Lois's head in Batman v Superman, and it was like, oh, Superman shouldn't kill that guy who was totally going to kill his fucking girlfriend. Then it was like, you know, I don't have a problem with that guy being dead. He's not, but I wouldn't have a problem if he was dead, you know? Fuck him, he's a terrorist. Like, he is definitively going to murder people. Someone Superman loves. Like, just not mince words here. This is not a situation, and I'm not gonna have any sympathy for this. He could have literally pulled what Homelander did in Season 2 on him, and, you know, just lasered the guy's brains out, and that would have been perfectly fine in my book. It would have been kind of brutal, but, you know, well, it's not like there would have been any moral quandaries there. And maybe that's controversial, I don't know. But I don't particularly have any sympathies for terrorists, and I don't have any sympathies for, like, you remember how in the Injustice comics, like, the first big thing that Superman does, like, Superman kills the Joker, and yeah, it's an act of vengeance, but the Joker just blew up Metropolis and made Superman kill Lois Lane. Okay, this is not exactly it's not exactly unreasonable. Well, it's not great, but, you know. And then you have Superman going to the place of the Civil War and forcing him to broker peace, and I'm just like, okay, I'm on board with this. Maybe that's just telling about what kind of person I am, but I don't feel like it's a good use of his abilities to not be stepping in on things like this. It's like he's, like, once he starts, like, trying to kill people who are just opposing his methodology, that's when we start having problems, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, because
That's kind of what happened in the Injustice series.
yeah. Because, like the whole start of darkness in Injustice is, I don't really care about. Oh, it's when, and that's part of the reason why I have like Superman literally just stopping a civil war in 2 Men in the Sky, like, because I don't feel like the, you know, the murder of innocents is something that he'd stand by for just for the sake of you know, international politics or whatever the hell. Oh, fuck those people. Well, they're getting people killed. But then you have like, we need to get back on track here. Or Super Sons. Super Sons was great. Starro was great in it. And before anybody who says that that's a spoiler, Starro was literally on the cover of the film. James Gunn could have learned a thing or two from this film, despite the fact that this film came out after his. Other than that, I'm seriously looking forward to any sequels. The 3D animation was a little jank in places, but it was no more jank than the worst of the 2D animation. So, you know, I'm cool with it. Voice acting was great. Travis Willingham was great as Superman. Troy Baker was great as Batman, and the two Super Sons were great too. And
Damien sounded more like a menace.
Yeah, he sounds fucking great.
Even if I may prefer Stuart Allen, but oh, that was funny.
And the interpretation of Superboy figuring out how his powers work, where he's like gradually sort of unlocking his powers rather than having a bunch of them restricted for no reason, like he did in Young Justice. Different versions of Superboy, obviously, but you know, the point still stands. Half Kryptonian after all. Yeah, Super Sons was great, and the people who are bitching about Superman standing for truth, justice, and the American way can go suck a big one.
How big are we talking?
We're talking super schlong big.
So, Henry Cavill or Christopher Reeve?
You know what? Let's say David Bowie.
Oh, that schlong. I see you've seen in Labyrinth.
Dance, magic, dance.
I mean, seriously. Hey, that guy, did not care, or that his schlong was very prominent.
And that movie was a PG.
Yep, in the 80s. You know what my mom commented when she saw the, when she was watching me, I was watching the 80s, the Transformers, the movie.
What?
She was like when she heard Bumblebee go, "Oh shit!" She was like,
I didn't know the cartoons could swear.
Well, that movie, it had Bumblebee go, "Oh shit!" I'm not kidding.
Oh yeah, actually, there's a reason why not many people know this is because some copies in the theaters as well as early copies of the movies, Bumblebee did. I think it was either Bumblebee or it was either what was his son, Spike. That
not,
said, "Oh shit, what do we do now?" But also, they also say "open, damn it," or like
that was Ultra Magnus.
There was something similar in the Clone Wars movie, and that was kind of weird, because I think that was the first time I'd heard them use damn in Star Wars, Clone Wars, you know?
You want to know why?
Damn near impossible.
You want to know why? Okay, so I mentioned this in the Iron Man 2 commentary, but one thing I ended up pointing out to Alex was that there was a reason why the night fight scene at the end of the movie looked so good. You want to know why I was like that? Gizmo?
What?
Want to know why that scene in Iron Man 2 looked really good in terms of choreography?
Why?
Because the storyboards were done by Genndy Tartakovsky.
The name rings a bell.
Samurai Jack.
Oh, really?
And the 2003 Clone Wars series.
Yep. And,
oh, wow.
Primal, and also Dexter's Lab, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he did Dexter's Lab.
Joe, I like how that one oddly has a lot of action scenes that don't need to be there.
Oh, you mean like Dexter's mom kicking someone's ass at the grocery store?
Right. Or how Dexter's dad and Mandark's dad start beating the shit out of each other after they
And they try hitting each other with their cars.
And throwing ducks at each other.
And then Mandark's dad's like, you know, my mom could kick your mom's butt. I'm not kidding.
We never got to saw that.
There would be too much cake on the screen in Gizmo.
To be fair, Rule 34 already gave us that, so I'm already for rated E1.
How much cleavage was showing in that? Just out of curiosity.
Technically, I think for there to be cleavage, there has to be a bra. Or something covering the chest.
I mean, Dexter did quote unquote fire Dee Dee and then hired someone who
Smash.
Who when Dexter asked her to do a dance, she's like, "That's gonna be $50 extra."
I remember that one. That went over my head real quick as a kid.
It went over pretty much everybody's head.
I'm going to break the X button on my controller playing this game.
I'm genuinely surprised the X button on mine hasn't broken yet. But then again, I've got like at least 3 or 4 of these. By the way, Mario Party on Nintendo Switch Online releases on November 2nd. What?
Fuck that service, man. They already don't have really good online anything for their games in the first place. Could they just, I don't know, release these games individually with a price? I don't know. Oh, you get to, when you sign up for a service, you get to play. You get to stream these games. Do I look like I give a shit about streaming? Let me buy them so I can properly play them multiplayer without worrying about a damn internet connection. Who the hell is gonna say out? Who the hell is gonna say out loud? Oh, gee, I hope the internet connection doesn't go out so I can continue playing Mario Party 2.
You know what would have been really good?
Get out of ROM.
If they had a shared account system between Wii, Wii U, 3DS, and Switch that would have let you, I don't know, keep your purchases from one console to the other.
You know, that actually does sound...
They actually said something along the lines of like, oh, if you buy games here, you get to keep them here too. It was like, no, no, you can't.
Really happened.
A discount, maybe, but no. The only time I ever experienced that was on Severed. You remember Severed? I don't. You don't. Who the hell remembers Severed?
Pepperidge Farm does.
Nobody. It didn't happen with any of the mainline Nintendo games, not even with any of the third-party games, unless, you know, your name is Severed, which I, again, have to say, nobody remembers.
Like, why buy digital at this point? Especially for Nintendo games.
Convenience, even then.
Why not just
convenience.
pirate, though?
Convenience. Even then, there's better ways to conveniently have your fucking games.
I know the service isn't even remotely good. I just wanted to see.
And they're bringing back GoldenEye with online play. We did that already. He decided to just shut down the servers, though. Yeah, it was on the Wii.
That was one of the games that we played on the last day of the Wii services being available. It was that, Mario Kart, and
Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah, Smash Brothers. Forgot about that.
I have the GoldenEye 007 Wii remake right here. It's on the stack of Wii games I'm going to stream. I can tell you right now, it's gonna go badly the moment someone decides to play that game online. With the Wii, the Switch, Nintendo is not known for their good online services, because when has that ever happened? Oh, the GameCube. Yeah, okay. The 2 games.
You know, the weird thing is,
The Wii. You're joking me. The Wii U. You're decapping. The Switch. That still has
3DS.
problems. The 3. Sure. ... Question
it's
mark,
dead
question
now.
mark, question mark.
3DS had decent online stuff, but it's all dead now. So it doesn't
It's
fucking
going to
matter.
be dead on March.
you
And
know,
I
the
swear
sad
to
thing
God,
is, Alex, I'm gonna need. Yeah, sad thing is, Alex, since I can't since my 3DS doesn't want to work anymore, I'm gonna need some help with the Citra.
Well, I can certainly help you with that.
Because I know I can't, and you know, put 3DS games on the Wii U due to certain stupid things.
Why was there never like a DS or a 3DS home thing? They could have put a fucking video out on it, and it would have been.
you talking
Line
about
of fire, you stupid fucking winged lamps. I hate boss rush shit so much.
you know what I never understood is that I have to mod my 3DS and DS just to get just for a way to capture gameplay on these fucking things. I can already find ways to capture gameplay with my Game Boy Advance and Game Boy already. Just put it on a Super Game Boy player, put it in my SNES, and
Or Game
connect.
Boy player on the GameCube.
What's that?
The Game Boy player.
Yeah,
was
that too.
GameCube, and the Super Game
That
Boy
too.
was-
Put it on my put it on my Super Nintendo or put it on my GameCube. There's 2 options to do it. But for Nintendo DS, Nintendo 3DS, why should I have to struggle just to capture games? Dude, when I tried looking for ways to capture footage for 3DS, every single one of them, without even blinking, without even saying how weird it is, said, make sure you get a 3DS stand and put your camera at it. Bro, get out of my face. What year is this? 2001? 2005? Point my camera at the 3DS. Get out of my face with
Yeah,
this, man.
I tried that. It really doesn't work all that well.
And I'm pointing at my 3DS. Dude, I am holding the goddamn thing. It's a handheld. Why should I hold it still for the sake of capturing it on my goddamn camera? I don't even use a camera. I use capture devices for a reason. I'm not going to show my face. I'm not going to show my hands. I'm not going to show you my arm. I'm not going to show you anything. Bro, the fact that I have to get them modded just to get them captured on a device.
Do you know what
bullshit.
the process I had to go through to get screenshots for my reviews back in the day for the 3DS was? I had to go on fucking Miiverse. I'd have to line up the screenshot, make sure everything was all good, go to Miiverse and post the screenshot to the Miiverse community, then access Miiverse on my laptop and save the screenshot. And the screenshot was always like lower resolution than the game actually was, because the screenshots for 3DS are always taken in 3D, which lowers the functional resolution of the screen. So that was fun. That was like a 5-minute process for every single screenshot.
Oh, now I'm starting to get dense stones when I need it.
And once Miiverse went away, and also, like, that was assuming your game supported Miiverse, because some games didn't. Senran and Kagura 2 did not. That's part of the reason why I didn't wind up actually doing a review of that game, because I couldn't get enough screenshots from the official screenshots that I got to actually make it work.
Why hasn't anybody already tried to figure out a way to make a special cable for the DS or the 3DS at this point?
Okay, that exists. You just have to take apart the 3DS and mod in a new like video output on it because they never prepared for anything like that.
Yeah, fuck that noise. I know nothing about modding anything. I know nothing about modding anything, and I damn well am not going to give it to some guy I don't know anything about to mod it. For all I know, the guy's going to break it with being a dumbass.
Most of those guys are like very reputable or know what the hell they're doing, but it costs a bunch of money because they have to like build custom hardware and shit.
And even then, what's to say they don't accidentally do something without knowing? Like, what if they, I don't know, hit a wire by accident, and now all my data's gone. All data's corrupted.
Well, they always test the stuff before they go through, and honestly, if you're not backing up your stuff before you're sending it off, well, that's a mistake.
And my 3DS is one of those limited editions too. It's the Purple Galaxy one. I have even more reason to worry. I have more reason to worry. That thing is like almost $1,000. There's no way I'm gonna buy that again.
Holy shit! I didn't
know
know that.
Last
You didn't know that it cost.
time I checked, it was $800. I can only assume it's $1,000.
Oh god. That my 3DS might actually be more valuable than my laptop. That is insane.
I already have enough trouble trying to sell my damn complete in-box with a Joy-Con Rift Switch with a copy of Fitness Boxing and a 512 gigabyte micro SD card. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have trouble trying to buy a damn Purple Galaxy 3DS again.
Yeah, that's a thing. Like, they should have had some kind of video out by default.
I'm surprised nobody's at least... People have already figured out ways to bring HD video to GameCube, N64, Super Nintendo, NES, Genesis, Master System,
yes, but
Dreamcast.
All of those have video outs on them already. The only thing that exists on a 3DS is the power outlet and the SD card slot, and the game card slot. Like, maybe the IR port if you're talking about the original. And the amiibo functionality, there's not enough bandwidth on that for audio video out.
Dude,
like, this is not gonna happen without serious hardware or modding. And at that point, you might as well just fucking emulate it.
Yep. So yeah, like I said, my 3DS has decided I know it doesn't want to charge anymore.
Did you try another charger?
I don't have another one.
Oh, keep an eye out at like thrift stores and whatnot for chargers. They tend to pop up sometimes, and sometimes the charger is just literally that's the only problem. That was what it was with my DS Lite back in the day. Got a new charger for the DS Lite. Charged like a dream. Nintendo actually offered to replace my DS Lite with a 2DS when I called them about that. And I was like, you guys can't just sell me a new charger? Or no, we don't have those anymore. Or it was like,
my ass.
Can I... Oh, can you send me a 2DS and me keep the DS Lite? No. Okay, I'm just gonna go find a new charger. And so I went to a local Goodwill, I found a charger for $1, I bought it for 50 cents because it was half off day, and, my DS Lite worked again.
By the way, I gotta tell you something interesting. So, at my local Goodwill, we have quite a number of 4Ks, including like the 4K of that Tarzan movie that came out a while back.
Huh. How much?
And $3.99.
That's a good price for most 4Ks.
Yep.
You should buy those and sell them on eBay or something.
I may consider that.
What else do they have, out of curiosity?
Sadly, Sadly, quite a few copies of Mamma Mia.
Oh God.
Never saw the appeal of that movie.
It's literally one of the worst chick flicks in all of existence. I
Mamma
feel
Mia,
sorry.
proof positive that Pierce Brosnan needed singing lessons and didn't get them for that film.
And also proof that I feel genuinely sorry for everyone who is signed on to that piece of shit.
Why? Why was that film made? Why was that musical made?
They had a sequel.
The sequel was actually a decent film, funny enough.
The fact that they even thought it had needed a sequel, though.
Yeah, 20 years later almost.
Ugh.
You know what I'd appreciate? A fucking checkpoint.
In what?
In this.
Oh, you got past Churtabog and now you're in that. Yeah, no, this is a
rush mode.
no, not really a boss rush. It's more like a test of endurance.
Endurance mode, yeah.
As in, can you last?
Yep. Speaking of 4K, something I need to do is dump the, excuse me, the, Superman Doomsday 4K so I can share screenshots of how truly awful that looks. I'll be right back. I gotta hit the restroom. Wait for 5 seconds and the microphone is trying to kill itself. Why is there a bag of Legos under the mic stand? How did a bag of Legos get under the mic stand?
Alex, life finds a way.
Evidently.
Not sure if it's to make you vomit, but it does find a way.
I desperately need a new mic stand. I don't desperately need a new mic stand. I just need a new mic stand within, like, the next year-ish, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna keep putting it off until this one falls apart.
Well,
It's not in bad shape. It's just got a little wiggle in it.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I think that's probably why it fell over. I think I bumped it with the chair when I left, and, that's what caused that.
Okay, so like I said, Alex, that last part you're in, that's literally just an endurance test. You gotta last long enough and then beat all the enemies.
Yeah, I figured.
Well, good luck to you, man. I hope you do it.
on. You got you.
What'd
Not
you
you.
get?
Got a boss. A boss. Can I have a pizza, please?
You know what? Let's see. You know what? Let's, because I do have to actually beat Xemnas to get an ultimate weapon, and because there's an Olympus Coliseum challenge that has one of the last Orichalcum pluses I need.
Almost everything. Destroying 1 or 2 nations, it's an easy task. The promise made 30 years ago must be guaranteed.
By the way, Gizmo,
Yeah.
I think your mic might be picking up sounds from the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm picking up stuff that ain't happening.
And no, I don't mean like beating. And for my end, I don't mean like I gotta beat Xemnas all the way through. Oh no, I just
Stop
gotta
slipping.
beat.
Sora! Sora!
Donald, Goofy.
Really hope Kingdom Hearts 4 doesn't have you doing a roll call every time you arrive in a new world.
Oh,
Sora down,
Alex, you're gonna
Goofy.
love.
Sora down, Goofy. Shut the fuck up, guys.
You're gonna love how this game does things, Alex. By the way,
What would Sora's Silent Hill look like?
The islands. The islands.
No, infinite gummy ship levels.
Oh god. No, that's my Silent Hill.
Tell Gizmo how much you love the gummy ship.
Oh, they're great. I love it. It's the best thing ever.
The only good gummy ship part is Kingdom Hearts
A dead
2.
gummy ship part? I agree.
I really do think Kingdom Hearts 2 has the better gummy ship levels. What the fuck is that thing?
All right, man, sex. Let's go at it. Oh, and fun fact at Gizmo. Oh, the guy who voices Xemnas in Kingdom Hearts also voices the character, of which your Discord nickname is named after.
Come to me for salvation.
Wait, what?
Paul St. Peter, the voice of Xemnas, is also
Why do I hear Liquid Snake?
Going on, Raj. Something very bad is gonna happen here.
Yeah, it's footage from Killer 7.
That's still Cam Clark, isn't it?
Yep.
Huh.
Is an epicenter of energy, man. But this space seeker.
He also voiced He-Man in the 2000s He-Man cartoon.
right. And you want to know something interesting? And Gizmo, I know I've pointed this out before to Alex and whatnot, but the people behind the Japanese side of things for Kingdom Hearts, they wanted the guy who voiced Vicious in the Cowboy Bebop English dub
Really?
to play Xemnas, as opposed to because they thought it was Paul St. Peter, but in reality it was Skip Stelrecht. Sora, that's hurtful. And the thing is that between both voices for Xemnas, I still have a slight preference for Paul St. Peter, but I do kind of like Norio Wakamoto.
So I'll be waiting for you.
I have a soft spot for the dub.
Yeah, even though Kingdom Hearts' dub is very stiff at times, I do have a soft spot, I agree.
You know what's sad about Metal Gear? We never ever got to hear Liquid Snake in any way after what? The first game?
Oh, by the way,
MGS2, maybe?
oh, by the way, this is in case you'd end up watching in my stream, this is Kingdom Hearts 2's version of Disappeared.
Jesus Christ. No. No. Demonetize. Oh, thank God, nothing. Jesus Christ.
Oh god, this combo.
Jesus Christ on a bicycle?
Basically, the first phase of Xemnas' boss fight, he will either use his guard or his lightsaber combo, because yes, he could just pull lightsabers out of his hands. Here we go again. And now we gotta do the quick time event. He tells us to come closer.
You know it's really weird. I'm getting very, very low FPS looking footage, even though I didn't have trouble capturing footage from the goddamn Wii U.
Alright, I took out Xemnas' first phase. Ben says that Sora's Silent Hill would be him isolated from his friends.
Oh, so Kingdom Hearts 4 then.
Yeah. Accurate. Sounds accurate.
Well, guys, I had a bit of a weird fight with Mansex, and, well...
Sex.
Remember... that's his meme name.
Oh, you had man sex. Okay. I mean, I don't judge.
Yes, Mickey, I'm okay. But where's Xemnas? He's all the way up there. Anyway, Paul St. Peter voices the character of Yami Largo from Bleach, as well as the Grand Fisher Hollow, from the same show. Make love to me, Kingdom Hearts.
Fuck me in the mud, Kingdom Hearts. I mean, what?
Remember, it can't actually answer him.
Somebody's calling out to me.
Oh, so RIPD 2 finally has a cover art.
By the way, Gizmo, Ben wants you to check.
RIPD is getting a sequel?
Yes. Direct to video.
Why?
Yeah, we talked about this on a couple of episodes ago, actually. RIPD 2 is getting a sequel that is going direct to video, which means it's probably going to be even worse than the original.
I actually like the
Oh,
I actually
God.
like the idea of R.I.P.D. And what is this about? How
Jeffrey
the thumbnails
Donovan
coming?
is in
Alex.
it? What the fuck?
Alex,
Why is he asking me about thumbnails?
Yeah, what? Yeah?
he wants to know. He wants you to ask Alex, how are the thumbnails coming along?
He wants me to ask you how are the thumbnails coming along.
Yeah, okay, so... the thumbnails are... I'm going to nail my thumbs to your nails if you keep asking me about the thumbnails, Ben. I'm playing the game. I'll get to the thumbnails probably in about 30 minutes. Because that's about as much patience as I have for this.
Oh, now I got a secret Ansem report.
Question, what the hell is with Jeffrey Donovan and being in, like, sequels to... shitty sequels to not great movies? Because he was in Blair Witch 2.
I think he was also in Wonder Woman in Bloodlines.
You know what they could do? Make R.I.P. R.I.P.D. a TV show.
Yeah, that was
instead.
him! Yeah, he was Steve Trevor. He was really
Yep.
good in that. It was like the only good part of that.
What the hell am I looking at?
Jeffrey Donovan, for those of you who don't know, best known for playing Michael Weston in the absolutely excellent series, except for that last season, Burn Notice. And as I alluded to, he was in Blair Witch 2. A movie that I have not seen, but I have seen the Nostalgia Critic review of.
You know, Jeffrey Donovan was
What movie did you review?
Blair Witch 2.
There was a 2?
There was a 3.
Why?
Yeah. There's the Blair Witch Project, there's Blair Witch 2, and then there's just a movie called Blair Witch.
Uh-huh.
The Blair Witch Project wasn't very good to begin with, and then you have the sequel, which is more interesting, but not very good. And then you have Blair Witch.
The game. There's also Blair Witch the game.
Oh yeah, that was actually not bad. Not by the standards of the Blair Witch franchise, because the Blair Witch Project is not a good film. I have to say, it's like one of those cult sensations like Paranormal Activity, where it's like there's no substance to it. It's
like
got
the only
one
reason,
gimmick, and that's
I feel
it.
like because it's one of the first movies to do the
Found footage.
first-person camera thing.
Yeah, POV shots throughout the entire thing, and found footage. Which is a trend that I wish would have died sooner than it had.
I don't
But
mind
hey,
it as long
Chronicle
as
was
it works.
great, so, you know.
I don't mind as long as it works, but it keeps on
It
not.
very rarely works, let's be real here.
So this cup, the Goddess of Fate, a cup, basically it gives us a couple things. One thing it'll give us is the one of the Orichalcum pluses we needed. So much button clicking.
Yeah, I'm getting caught up in playing the game, unfortunately. Because I have died too many times on this level, and I don't want to do it again. So,
Did anybody catch the game last night?
What game?
I'm just trying.
there actually
What do
was
you-
a game last night, I think. Come on. The last one. The last one. Die.
No,
Fuck,
thank you.
there's more. At least I have backup now.
Well, right now you do.
Did you know Top Gun actually had more than 2 games on the NES?
Yes. I wish I didn't.
I have one of them.
Yeah.
Top Gun on GameCube.
Oh, yeah. There's one for the DS and one for the Game Boy Advance, too.
The fact that there's one on the damn DS.
The DS version has an incredibly bit-crushed version of the Top Gun theme song, and none of the other music from the film.
Jesus.
It's like making a game out of Transformers the movie and not having the touch in it.
I mean, the
The touch was at least in the Fall of Cybertron.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The fact that it wasn't in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, though...
By the way, we're fighting Hades.
You're
right
made
now.
of glass. Why are you not breaking? I'm hitting you with a giant metal key.
What the fuck?
I have no idea either. And I just killed Hades again.
Can you really kill a god of death?
He's not the god of dead.
Okay,
He's
god
just
of the dead.
Nope, that's Thanatos.
In Kingdom Hearts? Okay,
No,
god
I'm
of the
talking-
underworld. Can you kill a god of the underworld?
Well, maybe. I might find out. I still need one more ultimate weapon, and I need an energy crystal.
Open your wings, I need to kill you. There we go. You're almost dead, you just don't know it yet. There we go. Description for RIPD 2. The Wild West has gone to hell, literally, and the world's best hope of being saved lies in the gunslinging hands of Sheriff Roy Pulsifer, Jeffrey Donovan, as he becomes the newest officer for the Rest in Peace Department, enforcing the Afterlife's laws. If the Old West was wild while he was alive, wait until Roy sees how weird it gets once he dies. Roy thought joining the RIPD would give him a chance to revisit his daughter and solve the mystery of his murder. Instead, he has his holsters full with havoc and hellfire when he's given a mission to stop a dangerous demon from opening a portal to the underworld. The fate of the living and the dead now depends on Roy and his partner, Jean, Penelope Mitchell, a mysterious swordswoman, as cowboys clash with creatures and undead insanity, and unleashes apocalyptic chaos. This actually sounds like it might be decent, but then again, I thought that the movie with Jeff Bridges and
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds would look pretty good, but you know. We don't talk about RIPD, although we're going to have to.
No, we don't.
Ah!
What was that? Hey, hey Gizmo,
Fire! I bid you to burn.
What?
Fire! I bid you to learn.
What are you
I
saying?
am the god of hellfire, and I bring you death.
Are you okay?
No, I got my ass kicked by a glass lantern.
Oh, those guys are tough.
I was almost done.
That's how a lot of us feel. When you agree, Gizmo?
What about?
That's how a lot of us feel when we think we're almost done.
Fuck this kingdom. Fuck your hearts. Our friendship be damned. I want a fucking gun.
Alex tries to bring all the DACA, but unfortunately he can't fit it all.
Come on, Xehanort, I just want to talk.
You mean...
I'm gonna let my gun do the talking. He only knows one very loud word. You're gonna have to learn.
What does it sound like? Ah!
I mean, that's more what Xehanort's going to say when I get done with him. I want to go back to my fucking island. Did you know they made 2 direct-to-video Tarzan movies?
Yes. The TV show was better.
You know, it's clear... You know, Gizmo, it's clear to me that Alex has never seen the ending of Kingdom Hearts 1.
No.
Even though I've streamed the entire game
Well, I wasn't watching.
ago.
I was playing something else.
And that was your fault.
The ending of Kingdom Hearts is worth, well, not really. It's good, that's all I can say, but take it with a grain of salt.
And then at the end of the game, Mr. Spock sent Sora off to the world of dreams.
Well, I mean, Leonard Nimoy is in Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance, but not in
Rest in peace.
But not in Kingdom Hearts 3. Shame. Well, you know, weirdly enough, he died like a year after Chikao Otsuka passed away.
Hokey.
I know.
Did you know that Leonard Nimoy was intended to direct the Doctor Who movie they made in the 90s?
Oh, that's awesome.
He was also supposed to play the Master.
Dude, that would have been awesome.
The Master of Puppets who's pulling your strings.
No, the Master. Although the fact that they've never used the Metallica song in reference to him is, you know, kind of strange. It's a ripe opportunity, and they passed it up. Although the fact that they didn't pass up using Paint It Black by the Rolling Stones in Black Adam from that That was kind of neat. That was a pretty good use of that song. I believe that was also in, wasn't that also in Suicide Squad?
No.
Oh. Would have been nice if they'd used the Axel Rudy Pell version, but, you know, the original version's pretty good, but, Mick Jagger is not half the singer Johnny Joel is.
Yeah, Alex is a fan of, Mr. Crush 40.
Yes.
Yeah, what kid? Who isn't?
And I see the girls walk by dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. Johnny also sang a amazing cover of Hallelujah by
Leonard Cohen.
And a version of Who Wants to Live Forever by Queen. The Hallelujah cover was done with Axel Rudy Pell, and Who Wants to Live Forever was done with Johnny's band Hardline. Which, fun fact, Hardline, the original lineup of Hardline had Neil fucking Sean as the lead guitarist, and Dean motherfucking Castronovo as the drummer. Both known probably better for their turns in Bad English and Journey. But Dean Castronovo also played with Zakk Wylde on one of the best Ozzy Osbourne albums, Osmosis. Like, say whatever the hell you want about Osmosis. The fact that they had Zakk Wylde and Dean Castronovo on that record makes it stand head and shoulders above all kinds of other stuff. Zakk Wylde has a video where he played songs by Black Sabbath, and sang them too, on a Hello Kitty guitar.
That's actually awesome.
Yeah.
Want to know?
Yeah,
How?
Zakk Wylde fucking rocks.
So, Alex, one thing I gotta tell you when and if you get to doing Kingdom Hearts 2, let me explain how drives work, because
I disavow the Kingdom Hearts franchise. I'm never coming back to this again.
It's a good thing 1 and 2 are on my list.
Okay,
Eventually.
Yay! Let me explain some mechanics. So, drive forms.
I don't know about the drives.
No, I'm saying to Alex. I'm trying to explain
okay.
this to him. So, Alex, drive forms are essentially ways you can get additional abilities for Sora. Valor form gives you the ability of high jump. Wisdom form gives you this neat little slide that may or may not be electric. Boogie woogie woogie. I couldn't resist.
Ow.
See, when I thought slide, I thought about the song by the Goo Goo Dolls. And
Anyway.
I'll do anything you ever dream be complete.
Anyway, so Master Form, which is what I'm grinding out a bit of right now, has the ability to give you a double jump. In the form of aerial dodge. Meanwhile, and then there's Limit Form, which gives you your dodge roll ability, which is exclusive to Final Mix, keep in mind. Because Vanilla did not have Limit Form.
I've just seen a picture of Homelander getting Walter White from Breaking Bad to make Crystal V.
Jesse, we have to cook.
The man in the red, white, and blue cape said so. He gave me what I needed for my cancer, but he still needs something. We're gonna cook the V.
Still need to watch that show. Breaking Bad.
Worth it.
Anyway, so, and then
Yeah,
last
it's on
but
my
not,
list.
and then last but not least, is final form, which gives you the ability to glide.
So it's like the abilities from this game, but stupider.
Somewhat, yes. Now, you might be wondering.
my final form.
Ah!
Oh, Rick. Wait a minute.
We need a gun discharge sound effect just to help with this code med bit. AKA from the best recap ever. Last time, and now, evildoer, thou shalt be smited by my fists of justice! Not this time, anime Batman. This time, I will destroy you! Eat this! I'm trying to remember what Colin was singing. Oh, I love you so much that I just can't resist you! Shut up down there, I'm trying to be epic. Ha ha, you fool!
Oh, hell.
I'm still here! Damn, nothing can defeat him! Sir. Lord Jeremiah, we have to eliminate him now. I'm sorry, Lord Ghoul. We can't, because you see, I am tripping balls right now. It would seem that I'm tripping too. Oh god, I'm tripping balls! I don't even know what the hell I'm doing here. Oh no, now I'm tripping balls. Dude, I'm tripping balls! Dude, I'm tripping balls! I'm tripping balls!
Dude, I'm tripping balls.
You're
No,
always
seriously, I'm
tripping
tripping
balls.
over balls.
Mikey, you're always tripping balls.
No, seriously, who left all these fucking bouncy balls all over the floor?
Everybody glances at Raph.
Hey, don't look at me.
Well, Leo couldn't have done it, because that's not something he does, and Splinter is literally finding a way to get high off of something. I don't know what it is, but he's found a way to get even more high than Mikey has ever been.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
Did you know?
No.
We need to explain this running gag of ours, Alex.
Okay,
Because
so
we just restarted it.
back when
Justice
we watched
League War. Justice League War and the two-parter for Better World from Justice League.
Also the Batman Ninja Turtles movie.
No, we didn't do that yet.
Okay, so we have a running gag about Michelangelo stealing drugs from all the drug dealers the Turtles beat up, and smoking weed with Master Splinter.
Yeah, and Donnie, he tries to be the only sane man. Leonardo stays the hell away from this conversation. And
Raph frequently fucks things up.
Like he normally does.
Dude, I can see the bag behind your back. Can't fucking hide that shit, man. Why do you even have a bag full of 20 million bouncy balls?
I think it's for... Mikey, I think it might be for... Or... I think he might have gone to
It was
an
supposed to be a
ADHD
ninja
expert.
trap. Unfortunately, I spilled some.
Who are you trying to fool? The Foot Clan isn't even making a plan. And they're currently still high off of what I had in mind for them.
Oh, you know. There's always somebody out there.
Like who?
Like Reverse Flash.
But he's in a separate universe.
Nah, he's in the same universe as us. Remember that Batman guy?
Oh, God. I
Yeah,
forgot
so if
that.
Reverse Flash ever comes down our fucking hallway, he'll trip. He'll trip on balls.
Yeah, I don't think that's how that works.
I don't get it. No, not you. What's
And
shooting you doing?
I finally maxed out Master Form. Let's see how much further I can get into the Cavern of Remembrance. Okay. Yeah, I would definitely need all the drive conversions I could get my hands on. You know, it's one of my favorite bits in the Runaway Guy. Is Wheel of Fortune stuff.
What?
Every time Emil, aka Chugga Conroy, gets a wrong guess. You want to know what the first... Okay, so the first really weird guess was... Or a really weird puzzle was... it was basically... The answer was, like, famous person... Or the topic was famous person, and Emil looks at the puzzle, and he's somewhat stumped at first, and then he just ends up guessing something along the lines of, and I kid you not, Calibrary Cuff, Paula Dean.
What?
What?
Yeah, he just he didn't know the answer, so he just did that. Oh, and you might think to yourself, why, yes, it does get better.
Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about this while Ben was here. The 13th Doctor regenerated into the 10th.
That's
Wait,
stupid.
what?
Yeah.
I don't even know Doctor Who, and even to me,
Oh,
that
like-
sounds stupid.
Wait, do you mean that she turned into another doctor that just happens to be played by the actor who played the 10th?
I have no idea. I don't know how
Okay.
this works.
The way it works is that every time a Time Lord dies, they reincarnate into
No,
another
I
body.
understand that part. I don't understand, like, what they're doing here.
Oh, this is David Tennant. Did they give off? So you say that she regenerated back to the 10th Doctor. So that it's the same actor, right? David Tennant.
Yeah.
Okay. Were there? Did he give off any vibes, like an accent, maybe like he's a little slower or something like that, different hairstyle?
Not really, but, you know, it's,
Because this has never happened before, as far
yeah,
as
I know, but they talked about this a while ago.
like,
So.
yeah. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they never ever went back to a previous form. Sure, that well, maybe they might have episodes of when the Doctor was in that said form, or maybe they reference that form, but I have never actually heard about the Doctor ever going back. That is weird. As far as I know, it doesn't work that way. If it's the case.
Yes, but there's a lot of things about recent Doctor Who where you can basically pull a Han Solo in Episode 7 and say, that's not how the whatever works. So who knows?
I am one with the Force is with me. I am one with the Force is with me. I am one with the Force is with me.
The thing is, though, they always explain how everything works in Doctor Who. Even to the point where it just sounds ridiculous. No matter how sci-fi it may sound, they always explain how everything works. That's why I'm a little weirded out that they even went the route they did, because oh my god, David Tennant Doctor was supposed to have already regenerated out of his life. He went to the 11th and the 12th, with the 13th. Now we're going 3 numbers back?
Apparently.
No, it's so weird. It's supposed to be like, fuck! Trying to figure this thing out. I don't get it.
We're on the SSS, makes shit up as we go along.
Like, there's no retcons. There's no retcons. There's no retcons. There's no reboots. Everything that happens in Doctor Who is canon.
That's stupid.
Well, except for the fact that, like, the Timeless Child is definitively fucking gone. Like, nobody's going to address that again.
No, but even then, that's still a canon thing that happened.
That kind of depends.
Nothing like, oh well, we decided to write it out and she got killed off screen. No, what happens in the show is canon to everything that happens. It's consistent. The most consistent I have ever seen any time travel show. Like, even if there was a reboot, they figured out some way on how it fits with the story. If there was a remake, they figure out how it makes sense to the story. If there was a reimagining, they figure out a way how it makes sense to the story, and how they made every single one of those things canon to Doctor Who. The 7th Doctor is still canon. And that's the guy from the Doctor Who movie.
No, that's the 8th Doctor.
That's the... Oh yeah, it is the 8th. He's still a canon Doctor.
Any of these doctors licensed physicians?
The original, you might say.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. It's only the OG.
The first one. Technically
No.
the second one?
No. I'm serious. Like that is something that the first Doctor says to the 12th in Twice Upon a Time.
I stopped catching
This
up
is
with
why
Doctor Who the moment they came out with the 13th.
This is why I'm thankful I never got into Doctor Who.
Oh, Doctor Who is a really good show. It's not anything like it's not like, they rebooted this, so it's not canon. This is just side stories, so whatever. That's just no. Like, literally everything is canon to its canon. Period.
Except for some things.
Like what?
Some of the magazine comics aren't canon.
They kinda are.
A bunch of not really. A bunch of the cartoons that they made before before New Who aren't canon anymore.
Since when?
Since New Who.
Fuck her.
Like, literally, since the start. Like, the cartoons that they made between, the movie and, Christopher
Yeah,
Eccleston's
the
era,
ones that are supposed to be like unaired.
Yeah, those aren't canon anymore.
Oh, fuck her then.
Fuck who? It was
The 13th.
No, that was made uncanon by New Who.
Fuck all of them then. I don't know who to say fuck to.
Besides, these cartoons weren't very good to begin with. They were just kind of
Yeah, they were weird,
random.
but they had.
I'm not
but
talking
these
about. I'm not talking about the ones with Tennant in them. I'm talking about like the pre New Who ones. Like the
You're talking about the
ones.
You're talking about the ones starring Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the pre Doctor Who, the pre New Who ones.
So basically, everything, all of them, everything before the 9th.
Like the cartoons that were made between when the movie was made and when the first season of the new show was made, you know?
7.
They made a bunch of those back in the 90s. They were like animated shorts that they published on the BBC website. Those aren't canon anymore. They haven't been canon for like 20 years.
I completely forgot about those.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There's also a bunch of Doctor Who newspaper comics that were canon but aren't. Some of the Doctor Who New Adventures novels were always just like weird side stories, not actually, like meant to be taken as canon. All of the, I believe, all of the Big Finish, productions are canon though.
The
Big Finish productions are fucking great. Is there a single place I can heal in this stupid area? Because I don't think there's a way for me to leave.
Not that I know of.
You know what though? They missed the.
Let me back out.
They missed an opportunity to Americanize the Doctor Who and make it good for at least just a bit.
Well, they missed a lot of
That's what the movie was supposed to do anyway.
No,
it was supposed to bring.
The movie had so much potential that they fucked up.
I
don't dislike the movie. I'm just saying, like they have. There's things in there.
I think the movie went great. It's
should
just
have been explored more, you know. And
right, like when like how the Master transferred over to a new host in some sort of Mortal Kombat Annihilation looking snake thing.
Fuck Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Fuck that movie.
Oh, but we've seen a movie
that. Few films where we can say that Paul W.S. Anderson did it better.
Alex,
yeah?
You forget that there is a movie that is actually worse than Annihilation.
Oh no, I don't forget about that. I'm just saying that like this is one of the few films where we can legitimately say Paul W.S. Anderson would have done it better.
Yeah, that is a
friendly reminder.
thing.
James Cameron wanted to do Alien vs. Predator. They didn't let him because he wanted too much budget. Paul W.S. Anderson only got that film because he said that he could do it for a lower budget.
What's in here?
Like, you give James Cameron is like the fucking filmmaker.
They were worried about too much budget, and now they didn't have enough budget.
But seriously, okay, James Cameron is the fucking filmmaker as far as I'm concerned. And you should have given him the money that he asked for. He made Titanic, for fuck's sake. He made Aliens.
Oh, yeah.
He made The Terminator and Terminator 2. Like, by that point in time, James Cameron had more than solidified his ability as a filmmaker. Fox should have given him whatever the hell he asked for. Like, I want $1 billion to make this Alien vs. Predator movie. Okay. I'm gonna make it like 6 hours and split it into the 3 parts. Okay. Do whatever you want, James, because you have better brain power than literally everybody at Fox.
Well, I mean...
And I know he was involved in Terminator Dark Fate, but let's be real here. The man has never directed a bad film. I will hear no criticisms at this point.
Avatar?
I will hear no criticisms of this point.
Avatar?
I will
Avatar
hear
2.
no criticisms of this point. I can't wait for Avatar 2. I've been waiting for Avatar 2 for fucking, like 15 fucking years at this point, I think.
Yeah,
Like,
well...
I feel
You
like-
know,
Yeah, well, it's long past time I gave.
dude, the
Avatar-
hype has already gone down for that fucking movie.
Avatar 2 and 3 were announced like the minute Avatar was a success. And the fact that they didn't fucking make them as soon as they could, it is like, okay. I hope it's good. James Cameron
Dude,
makes
by the
good
time
movies.
Avatar 4 is even a thing, I'm gonna be on my goddamn in retirement home on my bed, wondering when the
Avatar
Swift
5 is
4
almost
is
done.
coming out. Avatar, I almost done my ass. Look how long it took for Avatar 2 to come out.
Avatar 2
Dude,
got
how was-
delayed several times so that so that it wouldn't compete with Star Wars, 2, so that it wouldn't be released during the pandemic, and 3, so that it wouldn't compete with, like, what Spider-Man, so it wouldn't compete with Spider-Man. For some reason, James Cameron was dead set on a Christmas release, so he delayed the movie for like 4 years.
You remember how boastful Viola Davis was of the Woman King?
Yeah, I remember.
I'm like, lady, nothing was coming out of that in September. If anything, you have nothing but a hollow victory there. Like, more hollow than...
More
the
hollow
deepest...
than all of Dark Souls.
No, more hollow than all of the hollows in Bleach.
More hollow than the Hollow Bastion.
Wasn't the Woman King getting lambasted because of how historically inaccurate it was?
It was
Yes.
glorifying the people who
Yeah.
literally invented slavery in Africa.
There are people who are trying to rebuttal saying, oh, but 300 wasn't written. I'm like,
300 was also based on a comic book.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, where
And it
are you
never
trying to draw the
claimed
line?
be accurate. It wasn't a. It like if you look at like Leonidas throwing a spear at like 30-foot tall Xerxes, and think, yeah, this is probably a realistic depiction of what happened in reality. You know, I'm sorry, that's on you.
Oh, so now we have... Now we have the Underdome Extreme mode. To the extreme. Totally tubular, bro. Well, I finally got all the synthesis materials. Now all I need is an energy crystal.
You must construct additional pylons.
Oh, shut up.
I'm gonna fill all your Dark Souls with light. By which I mean I'm going to hit you very hard with this giant key.
Giant ass key. I remembered I was in a random lobby of Left 4 Dead 2. There was a guy who kept shouting light, 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 over and over again. And that's the moment he stopped. I was like, "Oh, so you play Kingdom Hearts?"
What did he say?
Fuck you.
Wow, that was rude.
Mm.
Hmm. So, how do you feel about Christmas?
Could take or leave it.
Except for some of the fucking music.
Oh yeah, fuck Mariah Carey.
All I want is Christmas is you. Shut your old ass up.
You, baby. All I want for Christmas is a new fucking song, and for Magic 93.7 to play Christopher Lee's Christmas albums. A heavy
want
metal
people to, like-
Christmas and a heavy metal Christmas too.
I want people to acknowledge
Christopher Lee had a magnificent voice.
that Mariah Carey is not good at singing fucking Christmas music.
Mariah Carey has one Christmas song. If
One.
she had other Christmas songs, I might not care so much. But it's the one. And you know what I've come to hate Last Christmas by Wham as much as I hate All I Want for Christmas Is You.
You know what's
Because they
better?
play like 5 or 6 different versions of that song every day during Christmas time.
Dude, NSYNC and Backstreet Boys had better Christmas albums than Mariah's
Oh,
one
those
song.
are great albums.
Last
They actually have
Christmas,
like
I gave you
They have
my
good
heart,
songs.
but
Yeah.
the very next day you gave it
You have music they
away.
actually want to listen to.
This year to save you from tears. Give it to
Wonderful
someone
feeling.
special.
You know
No,
what
I-
else? Steve Perry's Christmas album. That was really good. Need to play some fucking songs from that this year. I think it was called Yuletide. Then again, it's Steve Perry. Everything he does turns to gold.
Except for all the things that don't turn into gold.
You're still hung up about that song from Camelot, whatever the fuck it was, aren't you? Quest
What?
for Camelot. You're still hung up with the song from Quest for Camelot, aren't you?
Why?
Which-
What happened?
What song are you talking about?
Like every tree
Oh, that
on its
one!
own, reaching for the sky.
Why was he
Stand
the
alone.
singing voice for Carrie Elways?
He wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, he was King Arthur.
No, that's Carrie. No, that's Carrie Elways' character song.
Yeah, he wrote the fucking song. I mean, he didn't
only-
sing the version in the movie.
The only song I remember from that movie is the song that's not really a song, but a guy improvising. My robotic army.
Did you know that Gary
That's all I
Oldman
remember.
was the voice of the villain in that movie?
Yeah. I can give a shit.
Well, I mean, prior
Gary
to that,
Oldman was
he was.
also in the Lost in Space movie.
Yep. I was going to mention that.
Whenever someone says Lost in Space, I can only think of Lost Galaxy and Power Rangers in Space now forever.
Yeah, good shows. There was a Netflix Lost in Space, and you know what? I think Lost in Space should have stayed in the '60s because it was never very good. And every
Yeah,
time
and then they-
tried
Lost in
to make
Space
it again,
replaced
it's just not that great.
Oh wait, that's Lightspeed Rescue. Never mind.
Set controls to outer space now, flying
Well,
higher than ever before. Rangers.
in space, Power Rangers.
You guys are nerds, both
Power-
of you.
Go, fly.
Who?
Power
Okay.
Rangers.
Who
Go and fuck
is-
yourself.
Who's playing Kingdom Hearts?
You are.
Completion.
Who's playing Kingdom Hearts 2?
I mean, you'll be.
Who decided to have a reaction and review of
Review.
Death Battle and a ranking tier system?
Ben.
And who decided to be the leader?
Ben.
No,
What do you mean?
you.
What are you? What
You.
are you?
You. Use.
What are you insinuating?
Use.
What are you insinuating?
Use.
Gizmo? I don't understand what you're talking about.
Man, you ain't got no right to call us
Hey.
nerds when you want as well. Shut your
Hey.
ass up.
Hey, cool it with the anti-Semitic remarks.
I'll watch. Nerd's gonna be a slur now,
That was
according
a
to these.
reference. That was a reference to Kevin's favorite movie.
What? What movie?
Your favorite movie?
What are you talking about?
Yoga hosers.
No, and I have many questions for you, Gizmo.
We don't talk about that film.
I'm only guessing his favorite movie is Yoga hosers.
What
Not a
even
quote
is?
from Yoga Hosers.
No,
I'm not sure about the quote. I'm just guessing his favorite movie.
no.
You know what movie that's a quote from?
What? Say it again.
Hey, cool it with the anti-Semitic remarks.
Fuck, that could be anybody nowadays.
A movie. It's from a movie.
From a movie. Yeah, I
Yeah,
stand by
a
what I just
very
said.
famous movie.
Red State.
Older than
Okay, okay. What are we
Okay,
talking about?
Clerks 2.
No.
Okay, okay, Alex. Seriously,
Jersey
what are you
Girl.
talking about?
Think not Kevin Smith.
That
Kevin-
could be.
A Kevin
That could
Smith
be.
film that's not Kevin Smith.
Alex,
Yeah.
that could be a lot of movies. You're
I
gonna
know.
have to be more specific.
Okay. Wait, what?
It can't be from my actual favorite movie of all time.
American Psycho.
Yes!
Ah, now I remember. Oh, good lord, Alex's mic, I got destroyed. Yes.
How did you-
Dude, that was just a guess. I knew you weren't just. I know you were not just referencing Batman. I know you were referencing Christian Bale.
How did it take us? That's one of the most famous lines from the film.
I thought one of the most famous lines in the film was, "You like Huey Lewis on the news?"
Oh yeah, that's one of them. But you know,
But it's the best one!
I know. I'm just saying.
That little skin removal thing that Christian Bale did. He did that in one take.
Yep, which makes it more embarrassing for Margot Robbie when she needed to do multiple takes for that. Yep, now I gotta mute the audio capture. Because Halloween Town is the town of copyright claims.
Welcome to the land of copyright infringement.
Oh yeah, I finally got Wisdom Form maxed out. Now I only need to level up of Limit Form and Limit Form and final form. However, I will be saving that for another time because I've been going for too long. We go to the world map, save in the world that never was, and then I will call it for the night. So next time
I'm
on
try and not get killed and probably fail.
Does Disney own DreamWorks now?
No, that's
No.
Universal.
Fuck.
Anyway, so next time on Kingdom Hearts 2, we will be hopefully
imagine
yeah, we'll
that-
have limit form and final form maxed out before or then and maybe, just maybe, I'll have the materials necessary to form Ultima Weapon and save the Queen. So I'll see you guys then.
And next week we will be playing Left 4 Dead.
Yep.
Left 4 Dead 2, rather.
Yes.
Yep. With
Dude,
mods.
Yes. Please tell me
What
you got the Johnny Bravo mod.
No, we're gonna do the Smash Brothers mod.
Yeah.
Anyway, bye.
See ya.
Meanwhile, I'm just trying to not die.
I'm just gonna keep streaming Killer 7.
I'm gonna stream until I die. Or beat this thing.
Yeah, good luck dying in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh, he's gonna have so much fun with that game.
I feel
There's a hard mode you
sarcasm
can unlock.
Ripping off of you.
No, I'm
What?
serious. Good luck trying to die in Kingdom Hearts 2. That's a game you almost cannot die in.
So you
Unless it's
mean...
the final boss.
No, it's actually a game I have died in multiple times, and I'm playing on Proud mode.
You died multiple times in Kingdom Hearts 1, period. You can only die multiple times in Kingdom Hearts 2 in the harder difficulties. I'm not talking about normal.
I played in Kingdom Hearts 2 on
I'm talking about
critical
hard
mode.
and very hard.
I beat Kingdom Hearts 2 on critical mode.
Dude, I accidentally beat Kingdom Hearts 2 on critical mode, and I thought I just picked normal mode.
Oh dear, how do you accidentally pick critical mode? Like, right at the start of the game, it tells you what modes you want to pick, which are normal.
I pick up the controller, I'm
standard.
about to sit down. Instead of sitting on my ass, I ended up falling, rolling over on the
Activate
controller, and then
Sonic.
I hear a beep. I thought I
Sonic.
picked normal. I thought I picked normal. Then only when I beat it, then I figure
Wanna be a
out, oh
Sonic
shit,
as a
I beat her
fucking
on that
hedgehog.
level.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna go now, so I'll talk to you guys later.
Yep, see
Yep.
you later, man.
See ya.
Bye. It was nice of you to join us, Gizmo.
Yeah, no problem, man. And now I stream alone.
I'm still here.
He's gone, huh?
I'm still here. I'm just dying.
Oh no, I'm just talking about Kevin.
Yeah.
Wait, you actually died in Kingdom Hearts 2?
No, I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh, that's you were playing Kingdom Hearts 2 for a second there. Oh shit. Fuck off. Kingdom Hearts 1, yeah, you'll definitely
We need to go to
Well, you die a lot.
Spider-Man
Especially with the camera
2
control.
in Kingdom Hearts 4. Die, 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 die. Die, die, die.
No thank you.
Die.
Don't tell me what to
I
do.
need you to die, demon. Demon. I need you to die.
Imagine if they did, if Disney did own DreamWorks for a second there, though.
No.
Like, imagine a Road to El
Fiona
Dorado
would be a Disney
Heartless.
princess.
I was more thinking, like, stuff like the Road to El Dorado.
Oh, that'd be a good Kingdom Hearts level.
Imagine the Heartless.
That'd be really cool, actually.
Would. Maybe then they could get me that isn't that isn't Zekel Khan a little more interesting. In fact, I even remember his name. Goddamn though, that shell. Only one movie
Hotter,
and
as hot or hotter than the one from Portal?
she's hotter than the girl from Portal. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
But goddamn, one movie and she's like one of the more cosplayed girls out there. Along with Kiva from Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
That was a great movie.
I saw that in theaters.
You know, funny enough, I think I did too.
Dude, I saw that in theater.
That
I was the
Treasure
most
Planet.
excited. I even got the milk duds that had them. Oh man, I wish I saw that in theaters.
I don't know why those were the only ones I saw specifically. But I do remember seeing them vaguely. Didn't remember them until later when I watched them again on DVD.
I actually have The Road to El Dorado on DVD.
Oh, nice.
Not really hard to find,
I
but
gotta get that and Sinbad on Blu-ray. Because I remember watching those and liking those a lot.
never seen Sinbad. It's on my list though. Oh. They were actually going to make a TV show based off of Atlantis.
Yeah, there was the pilot episodes included with the Blu-ray.
Yeah, dude, such a missed opportunity. They could have been that could have been like Disney's version of Stargate.
Yeah. Well, the Stargate cartoon wasn't all that great, so it wouldn't have had much competition.
Stargate actually had the cartoon.
Yeah, Stargate Infinity.
Oh fuck, that was
It's-
actually. Oh god,
You remember that, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. That one aired before they really figured out what the hell some of the stuff that was featured in it was in the live-action show. So, like, the ancients are just are depicted completely differently to how they are eventually in the show.
You know what could have been a good TV show? Demolition Man.
You know what? If you'd come up with different characters that aren't like Stallone and Snipes, you probably could have made that work. And then you could have like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did, where like they show up as like cameos at some point.
You know what would have been good though? It was like they could have like themed the heroes around the different kinds of censorship that the world of Demolition Man had to go through.
That would have been
Like,
neat.
like one centered around information, one centered around martial arts, one centered around social skills, one
Kind of like an
centered
18
around
thing.
let's say entertainment. Yeah, sort of like an 18 thing, and like maybe there could have been the bad guys that Phoenix that was supposed to like unfreeze. Maybe they somehow unfroze because of what happened in the containment unit, and now John Spartan has to figure out a way to get them all either back in the prison unit or
Could've been kind of Power
somehow
Rangers-y with it, you know?
do something else. What's that?
Power Rangers-y. You could go a little bit Power Rangers-y with it.
You could, but the fact that we got stuff like Power Rangers RPM, I mean,
RPM was great.
yeah, but that theme song though, nothing
Okay,
special.
I will not disagree. RPM did not have a good theme song. Did you know that Danny Sexbang pitched a theme song for the show?
Some dude yelling, "Power Rangers RPM, get in gear!" No, not the Power Rangers RPM, get in gear! Do it!
Danny
No!
Sexbang pitched a theme for that show. It sucked too.
I bet. Like, how could you make a song centered around the concept of RPM that, you know, the kids will actually like without be like, oh,
Just make it kind of like Kickstart My Heart, you know? Or like the Turbo theme, where you got like a nice heavy drive to the theme.
It sounds like that could work. Could have worked.
Ah, I'm dead.
Megaforce was a missed opportunity, though.
Megaforce and Samurai both had terrible themes.
My God.
Dino Charge was kind of alright, and then Ninja
Dino
Steel
Charge
was...
I liked.
Yeah,
I love
Ninja
Dino
Steel was
Charge I liked.
terrible.
I love the Ninja Steel theme.
Now, Ninja Steel's theme was like recycled bits of the Dino Charge theme with a bunch of nonsense thrown in, and it...
Well, forget the lyrics, though. Like, the music itself was really good.
Fuck is playing in Kevin's PIP window? I forgot to hide Kevin's PIP window. Don't Get Spooked Nintendo Halloween Music by Mamog. I'm gonna hide the PIP now because Kevin's gone. Anyway, I don't know why I'm doing that. I can just broadcast.
I always wanted to be Power Rangers show. I actually always wanted to be in the Power Rangers show, but when I got older, and then I figured out, oh, you have to be under a certain age to be in the show. I'm like, yeah, fuck, okay, there's no way I can be in one now.
I actually auditioned to be in Power Rangers Ninja Steel.
No shit, that was who?
Yeah. The character that wound up becoming the... Originally was pitched as the Red Ranger, but wound up becoming the Yellow Ranger, but I was auditioning for the character that wound up getting played by William Schufelt in the end, and no offense to William Schufelt, but he was cast for his looks, not his acting talent.
I mean, is it that obvious?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and certainly not his fucking martial arts talent. Like I said, no offense to the guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but I met a dozen people while auditioning for that show that could have filled the role better than him. Most of the people who were in the running for that show were better than the people they wound up casting, I gotta be honest. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Enough of me bitching about stuff that happened like 6 years ago.